Maybe don't slurp and crunch in the microphone during session. I would really appreciate that.
Crunch in the microphone during session.
But
I'm
it was
thirsty.
appropriate last time.
Exactly. I bought a coffee just for that.
But it was
Thirsty.
appropriate
I'll beat
last
the shit
time.
out of all of
Exactly.
you.
I bought a coffee just in case Laura's wants soup again. You don't know what she wants for dinner.
Oh, you already did it.
Of course I did.
Right, I need to find that sketch you made. You posted it, so it should be up somewhere.
I said, don't save shit.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where you put that. If it was in this one or the other one.
All right, so what do you mean? It wasn't the other one, I think. In Bill Bosch's. Let's go on Twitch as well, just in case someone has any questions. There you go.
I don't even see an icon for me on here.
Yeah, you don't seem to have one yet, because we didn't need one last session.
How does one change their icon, by the way?
Hey, Dios míos.
Outside of the game.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind now. I'll leave for now. Right, so we was left with our dragons for the first night. And mine got eaten.
I'm waiting for everyone to be here so we can
back.
start.
I'm here.
Don't, please, for the love of God, don't. I'm serious, don't.
Okay, sorry. It was funny last time. Why is it not funny now?
Because it's not in session.
Yes.
Let's see what I can do for you. Token stamp. Those have brown outlines, so.
Oh, I can get rid of that. Hang on.
I think this is good enough. I don't know where Liam went, so you know.
Oh, I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, I thought you were not here.
No, I'm here. I said I was just going to go talk to myself and practice my voice.
Hey, Dios míos.
Ah, no.
Okay, 1 second.
Give Liam some head pats.
Select token, save changes. There you go. There you go. Now y'all got a token.
Yay.
Can you move that?
Is that me?
One of them is yours, one of them is Lauren's.
Oh, we're using brown borders.
I can't move mine now.
You can't? Shit, fuck, shit. Hold on.
I'll put brown borders.
Same.
I'm working on it.
Okay, it's fine.
A second. Double, that should be yours.
There you go. I can move it now.
There you go. And Lauren. There you go. It should be yours. You should be able to move it. Perfect. 1 second. I'm going to check something real quick. This is for Eldon. and this is for. Let me know if rolling for initiation, for example, gives you an error message. Okay, I can fix that now. I learned how
Bit of
to.
steam.
Just if it happens, let me know. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
To put it in
guess so,
Steam,
yeah.
honey. Like you'd add normal code to Steam.
Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Ideas, Mias.
I know it's not.
Yeah,
No, go to their
you
website.
need a token also.
Go to
Huh?
their
Want me to
website.
drag my token on as well?
If you have a token, toss it on.
I don't think I have.
Make an account. Create
Nice.
an account.
Excuse me.
Sexy. Was
and
that
there should be an
necessary?
option to add a key.
You nasty boy.
Hee hee. It just happens.
I don't think I have one.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Do you have one?
Yes, and I answered I don't think I have one.
I can't magic one up, sadly.
Give him a potato.
Potato.
Do you
Use
just
the
have
one.
the doodle I did last time? Just crop that for a
Yeah,
second?
for example, you can do
Oh,
that.
that doodle was so fucking good.
That's
I
the
love
closest you're
that.
gonna get for now, I guess.
Or you can just take the one I showed you and use that for now.
Next time, tell me that you want to use that, and we can use that. I can't smell that. Where the fuck are we? Why are 6 people
Okay,
there? Okay,
you
good.
done now?
We'll use that
Leave
for
me,
now.
leave me.
Skin color's off, but you know what?
I'm-
We'll take it.
I don't know, hun.
Well, I'm busy, so.
Yeah, sorry.
Alright.
Because you don't got nothing else, so we'll take what we got.
Do a backflip. Hey, I did a backflip.
Congratulations. There you go.
Right. Oh, okay.
Coffee, dumb fly.
You do it for back.
That is for Fluffy.
Hey. Oh, that was a very good backflip.
You're proficient.
Is Lauren back?
Lauren, I can't believe you've done this.
I don't know how I got that.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Did you enter it already?
There you go.
I entered
That
it
should be
already.
fixed.
What a code. Okay, cool. Alright. Okay.
Yep, please stay in the line so that we know where everybody stands. Once their dragons are up, you can put those up too, but this is what it is right now.
We're not going to fit all our dragons in when we're this close together.
No, that's why you're gonna take like a step back like they did. Which is Lauren's dragons here, your dragons there, voila. Alright, is everybody here?
I don't think Lauren is.
Yeah, I don't know where Lauren has gone AWOL to. Lauren, I can't believe this. Is the cat shitting? Is that it? Cats are evil. They do the poops.
But you're a cat.
I poop. I poop aggressively.
Everybody poops.
Everybody's pooping.
Alright, so
Ow, my jaw.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Jesus fucking Christ, are you okay?
Yeah, I just broke my jaw. I'm fine.
Okay.
I got an idea. Who wants to do a recap of last session for some inspiration so that we can get at least the basics started?
Yeah, we can.
Who wants to do it?
I do.
You want to do the recap from last session?
Oh,
if it's
me?
not
Oh, no. No, I
Yes,
misunderstood
no, you
the
just
question.
volunteered.
Never mind.
volunteer,
Everyone else steps back.
go
Go,
ahead and
Bilbo.
do the recap of last. Don't worry, you don't have to do it next week. Next week is somebody else. Next time, so
We
it's you.
all arrived at the dragon castle, I guess, the school for dragon riding,
Boy, yes.
which I can't remember the name of because my brain's like a sieve. What is the name of the school actually? I need to remember that.
The Academy of Stamens.
The Academy of Stamens.
Stammened.
Stammened.
Yes.
Stammened. Okay. We all arrived. I arrived last, not being able to get through the door.
You were already there 48 hours prior, but you woke up in your, your little.
Yeah, I woke up and we went for
rented-
breakfast. Was it breakfast or
Yes.
lunch? I think it was lunch.
It was lunch.
Yeah.
It was
You
a lot
guys
of lunch.
overslept a bit, yeah.
I remember lots of slurping.
Sloop sloping.
Sloop
Sloop
slurping.
slurping. And lots of meat eating and vicious rabbits.
Hey.
And then we met two wonderful cabbages. Oh, what are they called? Forget the
Kobolds.
names. Kobolds. I can't remember the name.
Yep, they are
Two-
Cabbage King.
Yeah, and they were very, very funny and not at all throat threatening. They were great. And then we went off to watch our dragons hatch from the eggs. We got our dragons, and now we are waiting. We start our first day with them, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you
There
guys
you
went
go.
to bed.
You guys are fully cool. Don't no questions.
Yeah, we had a tour around. We saw some of the staff. Met Peleus.
Peleus.
Peleus?
Got a little tour. Took us around to see the healer called Bird.
Yes.
Yes, the cat healer called Bird, and the bird stable master called Or. And then we were taken back to our quarters, where we all got to choose our rooms. I picked that room there, and I point in a general direction of the rooms. And Nacrius's dude went off to the library.
Yeah.
Because nerd.
Yes.
That pretty much sums that up, yeah.
No, I'll take it.
And scene.
And scene. All right, so Bill Bosch, and I'll also give it to our dear Luca. You both get inspiration.
Oh, heck yeah.
It means if something goes really, really wrong, you can either re-roll it
Like
or
opening a door.
like opening a door.
I have so much charisma. I love it. My character does have a look. Shut up.
You should have talked the door open and as opposed to try and push it open.
Yeah, the mean.
My artistic rendition of stirring Friday cabbages. Where's Lauren?
Oh, that beautiful Wendy.
I don't know, but
Why
it's early for her. Maybe she's
So
asleep.
sorry, that was
I
my
don't-
dad.
There's Lauren. All right, so you both can check the little inspiration box on your sheet.
Yes, I did that immediately.
As a reminder that you now have a point of inspiration. It's that box over there. So just do whoop. There you go. There's a
Oh, wait,
little
did I click it twice?
and
You click in the little box bit to the side of it, so you get the little
there
dragon
you go.
symbol.
It's
Oh,
okay.
there it
It's
is.
okay.
Okay,
You,
cool.
you got it. You got it. Good. All right. So to start this session off, you guys went to at the end of the last session, you guys went to bed, had a lovely time, and Nacrius.
Yep.
Your character went off to the library, so let's take that aside for a moment. Is there anything specific you were looking for in the library?
I was just looking for anything that would be beneficial for best keeping of my dragon and maybe any potential spells or anything.
Any potential what?
Spells.
Bells.
Spells. Like
Spells.
spells or writing or knowledge I could.
Spells. You're not gonna find any spells in the library.
That's fine.
They're not right now. They do not keep that stuff there.
So
It's a school for dragons, for magic.
Yep.
However, do me a investigation check.
Okay. Mhm. Normal investigation.
Not bad, not bad. You're a bit tired, however. It's been a long day, especially shenanigans with lunch and then being shown around the place, and now having your little hobgoblin dragon literally just like stuff his nose in your ear every 20 seconds. I know it's a bit hard, with the ear situation, but the sensation's still a bit weird. Anyway, as it stands, your little dragon keeps bugging you while you're looking for a book, and doesn't help that the other students are like looking at you every now and then because, hey, you just got a dragon. You're like one of the cool kids in this school right now. It takes you a little bit, but you do find a single book, and the title of the book is Dragon Keeping 101 for Dummies.
Okay.
You
I
may take it
would-
with you for now.
Yep.
Loan it, or you may read it there, but it will take several hours to finish because it's a hefty book, surprisingly.
I think I would read it there.
You'd read it there, all right. Oh yeah, you don't need sleep, do you? Fair. So the evening falls, night falls, and the librarian does give you a bit of an odd look before, shrugging and retiring for the night, and just giving you the water tribe thing with the fucking 2 fingers to the eyes and then looking at you like we're keeping an eye on you, pal, kind of deal. And you read through the night and you get mostly through the book. And I'm not really sure what to give you for this. Let's note down that for now, while your dragon is in infant stage, I'll give you advantage on rolls concerning dragon care for smaller dragons and infant dragons. Because that's mostly what the book had focused on.
Advantage on
Starting
rolls for dragon care.
Yeah, but mostly for infant dragons and young dragons. Because it's like a starting guides booklet, which is, your dragon just hatched, you now got a baby dragon on your hands. Good luck dealing with that shit.
Uh-huh.
For the rest of you, you went to bed. It was a lovely night, or was it? Roll me a d20, everybody who slept.
Oh no.
I slept like shit. I got it. It wasn't particularly comfortable. The bed wasn't quite big enough for me. My feet were dangling off edge a little bit.
I think Fluffy cheated.
That food's coming up back to bite you.
Fluffy, you need to roll d20, not 20.
Okay, after all, d20, Fluffy. Come on.
It's put
Is
one
it cheating?
one d20.
Is that cheating or is that a
I
smart
forgot how to
accident?
do this.
Roll-
Just slash
roll.
roll 1d20.
Oh, you have to do 1 as
Yeah.
well?
You're fine. D20 works too.
Or if you just basically type out what I've put there, then that will give you the good shit.
There you go. Much better. Oh, Jesus.
Lauren's bed was also a bit too small.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the problem. A second, I'm writing this down. All right, so those of you who went to bed, the night was a bit of a mixed bag. You guys need to change your names to actually
Eldon.
show your
I
current
changed
names
it. I
a
changed
while
it
ago.
just
Yeah.
now. I didn't realise it changed back.
I switched back.
Eldon and Belladonna, you two had an okay night. As good as it can be with a hatchling dragon bugging you every 20 minutes.
Mhm.
That was for the first 2 to 3 hours. Every 20 minutes, your dragon was bugging you, and then they finally went to sleep. So you went to bed a bit late. Didn't quite get the full sleep that you would have liked to get, but you're well rested enough. Now we come to the fun part. God damn it, Phonics, you didn't change your name on the sheet.
Isn't it just Fluffy?
It's part of his name, but it's not his whole name. I'm not gonna call him Fluffy, no offense. It's not a very professional name. There, Lan. That's what I wanted to see. Lan, your night was 2 heads means double the trouble. And every time one head was calmed down and you were cuddling up all nice, pulling the feathered little hatchling to your chest, the other head was sneaking up your pants leg, or trying to bite your toes, or when you then switched to positions, the other one was trying to nibble your ears. Just all around, not the best night in your life. Also, not the worst night of your life. You did get some naps in between. Now, Alatariel, and I'm going to put Actually, hold on. We're missing Bella. No, Belladonna we already had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Luca and Eleuteriel. Now, both of you, come morning, you're starting to think that maybe getting an egg was the worst thing in your life. You've had maybe 3 hours of sleep. Eleuteriel, your hatchling, spiked hatchling, trying to sleep in your bed. Fuck. You probably got stabbed like 12 times during the night. It's not great. One of your hands is bleeding by the time you wake up in the morning. And, the hatchling was like, kind of sorry about it. And it's a radiant dragon. It's been trying to heal you. So some of them have scabbed over. Some of them are like healed into little pinprick scars. But all in all, it definitely was the worst night you've had in a long time. Luca.
Mm-hmm.
You went to bed, and it was quite the lovely night for a moment until you flopped back on your pillow, and an ear-piercing screech sounds as you almost smother your own baby dragon. It takes you the better part of the night to try and console the little crying demon child. You have stuffed away into your
Don't
mane.
make it cry, make it angry, don't make it cry.
No, it was crying. And it was crying up a storm to the point where by the time Eleuteriel finally got her dragon to settle, she got awoken by the screaming of your dragon.
I'm inconsolable.
However, you also got a solid 2 to 3 hours of sleep. You're not the best rested, but you're rested enough. I won't give anybody points of exhaustion for roleplay reasons. And as such, morning comes, you think the screeching of a rooster, but it's more the screaming of Luca's tiny dragon, demanding to be fed. And it is loud enough to wake the entire dorm. Good morning.
Luca about had enough already after that fucking night then. He would straight up be pulling... fuck yeah, I don't even know if...
Huh?
I assume he'd probably make the assumption that it's come to the morning, the little bastard might be hungry.
You could probably assume that from the fact that the sun is now coming up past the horizon and it's starting to shine in your window.
He probably would just reach straight into his pack and grab out some fucking meat rations or something, try and soothe the noisy little fucker so we don't wake up the whole city.
It's already screaming like a banshee, and the rest of your team is probably awake.
Well,
Fluffy,
still to shut the thing up, he's still going to try and feed it. So,
Lan, for you, this is like the crowing of a rooster at the perfect time in the morning. You wake up refreshed, and it's a great day.
Yep.
-2 friendship with Luca. So yeah, y'all are awake.
All right.
Good morning.
The fuck out of my room.
Y'all got individual rooms, to be fair. So, you can leave your room.
I watched you while you slept last night.
I hope not. No, we're not slashing anybody. Put that back. Put that back.
Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
I just wake up with feeling quite rested, so I'm happy. I'm in a good mood.
I guess his room was farthest away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lan and Fluffy were like at the corners.
Yeah, meanwhile, I stupidly picked the room and goes.
Well, you had a good rest, apparently, so.
Wow, that still woke me up.
And you have the biggest ears.
Yeah. Somewhat disheveled and...
Actually, Fluffy, take that back. I went from the 20 that you had earlier, so we can scrap that one. You didn't sleep good at all, and that fucking screeching child, you might want to drown it at this point. Just saying.
Okay.
Okay.
No, actually, don't actually drown it, I'm just saying.
By the time Lucas seemed to have sated the beast, he's gonna walk out of the room, not so much sheepish looking, but he's gonna be very
Real
aware
disheveled.
of the noise that's been generated the entire night long. And
The moment
he's,
the
he's
first
just
one
gonna
of
have
you
that
guys...
look upon his face where he knows he's fucked up.
The first one of you guys to set foot in the common room will also hear, while Lucas Dragon is still screaming, from one of the spare rooms that seem to have been in your dorm, some ruffling, some crashing, and, you know, suddenly Peleus is ripping open the door, looking disheveled as all fuck. What the fuck is that?
Oh, sorry, my dragon's still screaming. I thought I shut it up by.
You know, that was
feeding-
before you finished it.
Oh,
Shutting it up.
right.
Peleus
right,
just like
sorry, yeah,
rushes out of his room. Please talk. Please don't write it.
I tried to say it 3 times. I got interrupted every time. I'm typing it now.
Go ahead and say it.
I already did. God damn it. Fine. She's standing in the door frame. She's staring at Luca walking past. She's not happy because stupidly picked the room nearest to him, thinking it would be fine, that he would just sleep actually like a lion, but never mind, because the fucking dragon is like another alarm clock on fucking crack. Just
Little
glaring at
dragon,
him.
by the way, is sending little crumbs out of Luca's beard.
Jesus. And I noted. Do I notice this?
Yes, it's very noticeable.
Okay. I
Lucas'
just
name,
look and
sorry.
shake my head. I'm very displeased.
Sorry.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Clean what up?
I just motion with my head
More
towards
crumbs
behind
fall
him.
out of the domain.
He'd look down and see the crumbs, and I'll be honest, I don't really know what he'd do at that point. It's just crawling around, eating inside of his mane. His mane isn't generally the most well kept, other than a few braids that have been put in it. It's a big fucking mess, and he'd probably just leave it that way. I suppose I can go for a shower. Peleus, where are the washrooms?
Peleus is just staring at you for a moment before, like, seeming to shake himself out of his reverie and points towards a door kind of in the middle between all the rooms. I'm going to go get you guys' stuff to do for today. If you guys want breakfast, you can go to the hall. Oh, my head.
Someone say breakfast.
Sorry, Peleus.
Peleus is just scuttling away like a little ghost, disheveled, his hair sticking out in all directions.
Oh, Peleus, I'm sorry, I love you.
And I would have been just coming back from the library.
Yeah, at this point, you
Yeah.
come back from the library.
So, how was your sleep, guys? Have a good one.
I
Luca
glare.
quakes a hastened pace towards the shower room. Go for a shower, bye.
All right.
Well-
While Luca is taking a shower, Alatariel and Alatariel, what are you doing?
Looking around, I'm trying to figure out where the wake up juice is.
You just got told by Peleus that if you want breakfast, you can go to the breakfast, the dining hall, whatever.
Oh, I need it in my hand now.
Well, all you see in front of you is a nice little fireplace that is currently not lit. You see crumbs in a trail leading to the bathroom on the carpet that is going to be hell to clean up. You see some nice sofas, but there's maybe some water, but that's about all you'll find in this place right now.
Guess I'm going to the breakfast room.
I'm coming
So
to.
what?
I was
Say I
going to
wanted
the breakfast room
company.
as well.
Don't talk to me until I've had wake up juice. It's not a good idea.
I wonder what wake up juice is.
So what happens if people talk to you when you're cranky? What happens?
Really want to find out?
I'm immediately unsurprised that he starts to ask questions.
I don't see what the problem is. I had a good night's sleep.
How did you sleep through that?
Well,
By the way, in the distance you hear the moment Luca steps in the shower, you hear screaming start up again because
fuck's
he's not forgotten that his dragon is still in there.
Whoa, what's wrong with you? Why do you not like water? It's just a bit of fucking water.
What's that screaming?
That's our alarm clock, apparently. I roll my eyes and go back into my room.
Oh.
Don't
I'm
mind me.
guessing you guys didn't have a good sleep then.
Decent.
Yellow over at Belladonna. You're not coming for breakfast.
I am. I'm just finishing up. I just yell from the room.
Okay, meet you down there.
Mm.
And I will make my way to the breakfast room as well.
I begin
Just
the.
the dining hall. You all want you to know in the breakfast room.
Ah, son of
We
a...
don't. Yeah, you hear Lucas screaming at his dragon in the background, but you leave quickly, very hastily. Quick steps just to leave.
I begin my steep descent down the massive staircase.
It's literally at the same level.
Okay, I was a staircase.
So you open the door straight into the courtyard. And I probably should at some point post this map somewhere so you guys can kind of see what this looks like. But alas. So you guys enter the massive, courtyard, and there's a little bit of activity. You hear the clanking of metal from across for the workshop already. You see out of the corner of your eyes, Peleus scuttling like a crab inside the building. To your right, which is the big academy building. He's not having a good morning, that man. He's like still draping a blanket over his shoulders, dragging data logs. There's a drag trail through the dust to the entrance of the academy.
Okay.
And like every single dragon in the courtyard was looking after him, like, what the fuck is happening over there? Other than that, in the middle, the broodmother of the academy does look up when you guys leave your dorm room, but there's not much more to be done. You guys then cross the courtyard to the academy main building and enter it, heading for the, say the dining hall maybe is the best word for it. Or as you guys love to call it, the lunchroom.
The feeding area.
The feeding station.
So, do we bring our dragons to the feed, or do they have to go off to feed?
No, your dragons are following you like little baby ducklings at this point.
Okay.
Fun fact, actually, while you're asking this, Bilbosh.
Yeah.
Your dragon is literally like looming over you, his hands a little clasped together, like he's anxious, but he's like looking around every like 20 seconds, like left, right, while he shuffles behind you. On two legs, kind of really awkwardly.
Mm-hmm.
Belladonna, your dragon is just like following, actually the nicest one out of all of them, apparently. Just following, minding their own business, but, still keeping an eye on you. Scenarius. Your little hobgoblin is at this point trying to crawl into your cloak.
Aww.
Then we got
Mhm.
Yes, continue, please.
No, I was going to say if I see him trying to go into my cloak, I would try and just help him. And
He's
give him a
medium-sized,
place.
honey. He's not gonna be able to fit unless you want to carry him with two hands like a fucking giant toddler.
I actually have a question because I know that what's his name? Scenarius doesn't have to sleep, but his dragon does, right?
Mm-hmm.
So while he was in the library, was his dragon upstairs or was his dragon with him?
No, the dragon was with him, just sleeping
his
on top
dragon
of
was-
him.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're not very picky about where they sleep, the little ones.
Okay.
They just sleep. Probably slept on top of like a little pile of scrolls.
Yeah.
Then, Alatariel, your dragon at this point, you're probably not the happiest with that little shithead, but occasionally, like, it's following really close behind you, and when you try to slow down occasionally, you feel a prick of little spikes at the, right on the back of your knees.
I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of hat for this thing to wear.
Just get corks.
Corks. Yes, corks.
Lan, as to for you, your little dragon is perched on your back. And one head is looking left and one head is looking right. And, if you look at a certain angle, this could look like two ears, but it's just two tiny dragon heads.
Yep.
And as such, our little group enters the dining hall. So who's there? Who's going for breakfast?
Me.
Me.
Eldon.
I am, but I'm
Scenarius
slightly
will be.
behind them all.
Lan is going.
So the group of four, making up Scenarius, thank you, Alatariel, Lan, and Eldon, thank you, make it to the, the hall for breakfast. at this point. And as you enter, it is relatively quiet. It's still early. You've not been awakened at a perfect time, but you've been awakened pretty early. And the tables seem to be in a circle formation this time, with most of them being empty, except for the back where you see a half-orc lady sitting together with who you can only faintly recognize as a bird, nursing a hand to her forehead and just like trying to ignore the half-orc woman. Other than that, the hall is empty and you can sit wherever you would like.
I just walk up and grab a seat and wait for stuff Star and Fry to appear.
The moment you take a seat, you don't even hear it. The little fuckers are still stealthy as can be, and they might have been lost in a profession as cooking, if you ask some people. But they pop up out of nowhere like little gophers, one head poking over the side of the table, going, "Breakfast?"
Please, I'd like some eggs and bacon.
And the kobold immediately like gasps and stares at you. "You know what you want? I like you." And just like they take their little crayon in their little book and they scribble something.
And a coffee,
And
a coffee, please.
A coffee. Ooh, yes.
And then the little one looks expectantly at the rest of you guys who have entered the breakfast hall. Are you guys sitting down? Are you guys standing? What's the plan here?
I'll go sit down next to
Eldon?
Eldon, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm joining them.
And then I'll ask what's on the breakfast menu? Or what would he recommend?
The little kobold stares at you, slightly narrowing eyes. "We got water and got coffee."
Okay. Anything else? Any food?
Yeah, coffee and juices for drinking, and tea. You know, some people like teas more than coffee. Then we have some pastries, fresh made by
And he thumps on his little chest.
me. We got some, well, guess we can make some kind of cereal, I guess. We got some grains, we got some bread, some eggs, some bacon.
And he gestures at like Eldon.
Definitely bacon. And just fruits. You know. Some yogurt probably that we can ask, or some milk, if you really want it.
Oh, can I have everything that you would recommend me to have?
A single little skilled eyebrow raises.
Everything.
Yes.
Okay.
And he looks at Alatariel and at Lan expectantly.
Coffee. Lots of it.
How much is a lot of coffee?
Does it come in pints?
I like you.
He scribbles something on the little booklet.
Anything to eat?
Do you have elderberry jam?
He seems to think for a moment.
I'd have to check, but I think we have strawberry jam for sure.
I'm allergic to strawberries. That won't do it all.
Oh,
Just-
Jesus Christ.
Bacon and eggs is fine.
I'll check if we have elderberry jam, just to be safe. If we do that, I'll bring it with some bread. Yes?
Ooh, yes.
Okay, otherwise I'll bring you some eggs and bacon.
Just bring all of it. It's fine. Just all of it.
He gives you a little thumbs up and a little wink too. And he stares over at Lan.
Well, I would like some toast.
Toast, okay. Anything else?
Some fruit juice.
What fruit juice do you want?
Any.
I'll bring you your best.
Is that all?
Nope. And then with like a slab of meat.
Bacon it is, gotcha.
Raw meat.
Ruh.
Fair enough. Not my point to question.
And he just scuttles off. So you guys are left alone at a table for now, waiting for your food. At this point, I think Belladonna would come in.
Yep. I would take a little look at who's at the table and what position and how content they look this morning.
Well, guys, how are you seated? You can doodle it on the on the whiteboard if you want. You guys are seated at the same table, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it's a really nice circle. Here's your round circle table.
What's MO?
Me, I think is what it means.
Yeah. There's a table and that's me under it.
Oh, I was just going to put my character.
Oh, we have
Yeah,
to
you
move
can put your
that
character there. That's a good idea,
Yeah, maybe
actually.
move your token a bit a little easier.
Move your tokens. It'll be significantly
Oh,
less horrible.
hang on, sorry. Oh, how do I
Oh
erase
my
that?
god!
I forgot I didn't have the pointer on.
The arrow on the left. Go. There you go.
Okay, cool. You know what? I'm shimmy myself. There's a small gap. I'll just sit here.
There you go. The moment your butt cheeks,
My fluffy
Touch.
little butt.
your fluffy little butt and your fluffy little tail touch this, the seat,
Yeah.
a goblin pops up behind you. A kobold pops up behind you.
Hello, what you want to eat?
I turned. Now I'm unsurprised by this.
You do
Is
notice
this-
that it seems to be the slightly bigger one of the two.
Okay. I sniff the air. Do I smell pastries or no? Can I
You
smell things?
absolutely smell pastries.
Okay. I
And
smell the
fresh
pastries.
breads.
Yeah. I lean in. Hey, you got pastries?
Yes.
What kind of pastries?
We got some raisin, rolls. We got some little flaky things. I don't know the name of it. I'm not a pastry chef. I just make it.
Just a couple of things then, I guess.
Well, we got a big variety. We got some stuff with chocolate. We got some stuff without chocolate. We got some stuff with jam. We got some stuff without jam. We got stuff with raisins. We got stuff without raisins. We got stuff with jam and raisins.
I look between the kobolds and I look at my dragon.
It's only one. The kobold is there. The other
Yeah.
one's in the kitchen.
I look at my dragon. Do they look hungry? They look hungry, I guess.
They do look peckish, at least. Yes.
Alright. I sort of rub my finger across my chin thoughtfully. Just bring me one of every of your pastries, I guess. That'll start.
He nods his head.
Anything to drink?
Yeah. Tea, I guess. Tea will be fine.
All right, we'll get you some house tea.
Thanks, little man.
Give
Even
me
though
a
I was
thumbs
probably
up.
smaller than him. I don't have no
You're
idea.
a little bit smaller than him. He does
I,
give you a
uh,
thumbs up.
Yes.
I tried to get one of Cobalt's attention and ask if it's possible. Where do we feed our dragon?
Well, usually you can bring them over to the barn building outside. Dreadful place, if you ask me. But they take care of dragons there if you want to keep them there overnight, or if you want to keep them there long term, or they also feed them at times.
Can I get an extra platter of bacon for my dragon? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can definitely do that. Just don't bring him inside when he's bigger, please.
Thank you.
God, this voice is killing me. And as such, the little kobold scurries off. You guys are still left alone for a little bit, but you do hear the clanking of pots and pans inside of the kitchen.
So I just discussed with everybody how much of a nightmare Luca's dragon was last night.
I
You
put
have
my
to
ears
talk
down
as
and
you have to talk
grow.
as a person.
Oh, sorry. Oh, that screaming last night. Keep you guys awake.
What's screaming? I heard no screaming.
You're so lucky. I look up at the guy. You're so lucky. All you people are so lucky you did not pick the room next to his. It's pulling my ears down and I'm just looking like completely shambled.
I'm going to see if they have earplugs later.
That's a good
It-
question,
it-
actually.
Maybe there's a way to put like some sort of magical silence over his room.
Luca at this point enters the fucking room.
I wouldn't last long enough for the whole night.
Wake me up when my coffee gets here.
Okay.
No more soup.
As Luca walks and he sees the group and walks his way over. Mostly dry. The mane's still obviously a little bit damp.
You see right on top of the top of Luca's head, there's a tiny dragon clasping on for dear life, just looking like a bedraggled cat at this point.
I literally have to hold my dragon down so it doesn't attack Lucas' dragon.
Your dragon is just staring at the little dragons, occasionally growling, not very happy with them.
At this point, after I found out that everyone had a terrible night's sleep, did I take that book out of the library?
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to pass the book over to Luca?
You can, yes.
So, as soon as I see Luca go into the room, I say, "Hey, Luca, this book might be of help to you. It might also be helpful for the rest of the group, so they can actually get a sound sleep."
I look awkwardly as though he's just been told something he shouldn't have been told.
Luca leans over, takes it, and just flat out asks before even reading any of it, "Does it tell you how to stop these little fuckers from screaming all night long?"
It's got some very helpful things in it. It's basically, the name of it is Dragon Handling 101 for Dummies. So
Fair enough.
Perfect. I chime in.
Now, 2 questions for Wendy. What language is this in?
Common.
Can I know common, but can I read it?
What's your intelligence at?
Oh no.
8. I've got a -1 modifier.
In character, can your character read?
I'd say yes, probably not very well. Like, it probably wouldn't know like big words and shit, but like basic everyday sort of thing.
He can put his little claw under a sentence and go like, "This is a sentence."
Oh no, he's so stupid. Yeah.
He has 8 intelligence. What the fuck do you want?
Oh no. Okay, yeah, he takes quite a while reading the book.
So do me an intelligence check for me.
Fucking hell.
Dragon training is a long word, and dummies is a complicated one. You get the word dragon, and you get the word training. You kind of understand those two separately, so.
Jumize.
Hmm?
Jumize.
I face palm literally into my hand. I just
He's not audibly. He's just like mouthing it, and
yeah, but just watching him do what he's doing, I'm just looking at him, just like, oh, good God.
I'm just watching him with intent, like trying to gleam everything.
I have a quick scan through their pictures.
There's no picture. That's all text.
There's no pictures.
You know how sometimes mages spend like a good few weeks or something memorizing a. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a good few weeks memorizing this fucking 5-page book. Okay. Well, I know what I'm doing in my off time then.
Yeah, trying to read this book.
A stupid boy in school.
So,
It enhances the RP but kills me inside.
it takes you guys a moment. Especially since Luca is staring intently at this book in his claws.
I'd turn
But
over to the
eventually-
first page.
Eventually, while you guys are intently watching him intently watch this book, you suddenly hear the clattering of plates and little clawed feet on the floor approaching you. For once, they make noise. And next to you pop up once again Fry and Stir, the 2 little kobolds, and they slam your order on the table. They're a little bit more careful with Alatariel's order because it is a giant mug of fucking coffee.
Sorry.
And
Finally.
it's steaming hot. And they just stare at you. Like the one kobold that was carrying it stares at you.
Do you want milk and sugar?
Just creamer. Just creamer.
Cream. What the fuck is creamer?
Milk. Half and half. Something.
You get cream, and you got milk, and you got sugar.
No sugar. The other 2.
Cream and milk.
Mm.
Alright.
He puts like 2 little tubs that you have no idea where he got them from on the table. And then he turns towards the rest of you while the other slightly taller kobold is, placing dinner on the table for the rest of you. Well, breakfast on the table for the rest of you.
Looks delicious.
The little guy that is now standing between Luca and Alatariel turns towards Luca.
Oh, hello. Do you want to eat?
She puts down the book for a minute. I think I'll have. I don't know. You got any meat and bread?
Bacon and bread. You got ham too if you really want it.
Bacon and ham. Both
And
slam
bread?
them together. Warm, tasty. And
You want warm bread or cold bread?
warm bread. Warm bread and apple juice if you've got it.
Don't know if apples are in season right now, but we should have some.
I'm sure you can find some. I pat him on the head. If I can. If he won't rip my arm off.
The moment you pat him on the head, you ever seen a crocodile whose mouth goes open?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. So the mouth goes open and you hear the gurgling sound of crocodile. For a split second. And as you pull your head back, it just snaps back to normal.
I'll go back to my book. Page
Little
number
kobold.
2.
Little kobold scurries off.
Oh, I'm gonna need more coffee than this.
In the meantime, specifically for Scenarios, your platter is still being topped in front of you. So at this point, there's a platter with, once again, an entire ass pineapple. God knows where that thing came from. Some pineapple juice, there's strawberry juice. There is a mug of tea, there is some bacon, some ham, there's cheese on there too, some eggs, scrambled and boiled. There's breads, there's some pastries, just a whole platter in front of you.
Lovely.
The rest of you got your exact order.
Yes. As soon as I see this, I would start dividing it. See what food I could separate for my dragon to eat and what I could eat.
Well, according to the book, baby dragons are essentially tiny little garbage cans. You shovel food in, perfect.
Right then.
There's a
before
few
everyone-
dragons that seem to be preferring fruits and veggies over meats, but in general, because of their high metabolism, there's not really anything specifically toxic in food items for them that would be served at the academy. So you can just shove everything down that gullet.
Okay. So then I'll ask around the table if anyone wanted anything from the plate. And if I didn't get a response, I would give it all to the dragon.
You start feeding your dragon tidbits of food. Well, you shove the rest of the platter kind of in the middle of the table for people to take what they want.
I'm good, thanks. I got plenty.
Sifting through the pile of various pastries, and I'm eating some, but also tearing bits off and giving them to my dragon at the other side of the bench.
They seem to very much be appreciating that, by the way.
Nice. I watched them get jam on their face.
Yep. And at some point, they stick their entire nose in a jam-filled pastry.
Jesus Christ.
And you can hear them breathing through one of the air holes in the pastry be very blubbery for a split second.
I just sigh. I don't even comment on it.
It's a child.
Mm.
And then it looks up at you with a jam-covered little face.
I point a finger. Don't rub that on me.
You see the little head that was making its way towards you slowly back up.
Good. Just staring down in the eyes. Good.
It reaches over, kind of actually do me a perception check.
Okay. We're about to lose some cutlery. What's happening here?
Scenarios, do me a perception check.
Perception, okay.
Okay, you see this little dragon on the floor try to rub its jam-covered face on your clothing.
I don't notice. I don't.
Oh.
Do you pointedly not notice?
No, if I did notice, I pretend I didn't, but I would hope I just didn't notice.
Do I know?
Yes, you
say?
notice it. You see it
No.
happening. You see it approaching your pants with its little filthy face.
I'll just go, oh, aren't you a cute little furball? And
More
then,
feathery than
I'll-
furry, but sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you?
It's a feathery child, not a furry child.
Yeah, that better not be directed at me. I'll be real mad.
And then I'll just get my. I won't even bother cleaning it up myself. I'll just get my mage hand to clean it up for me.
Very odd use of a mage hand, but sure enough. You see a magical hand start cleaning his robes.
I'm slightly creeped out by the hand, and I just inch a little further away. It's a little bit scoot along the bench a bit. Closer to Fluffy. Lan, whatever I'm calling him.
In the meantime, by the way, Fry is coming back to Luca with his plate of breakfast. And it seems like also he found a little. What was the jam again, Lord?
Elderberry. I think it was.
Elderberry.
He found a little jar of elderberry jam that he is now bringing and shoving towards you.
Found it in the cupboard.
Amazing. By the way, I'm gonna need another pint of coffee.
He stares at a now empty pint of coffee and then at you in horror.
I'm surprised you didn't hear this being slurped.
True.
Don't slurp coffee.
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
Wait, it's just occurred to me. You were drinking a pint of coffee.
Yes.
The little kobold is still standing there staring at the now empty pint in horror.
Luke has also got a bit of
Well,
a
you
raised
better get
eyebrow.
used to it. I drink at least 4 of these a day.
Oh,
You did how many?
How have you not
Four.
had a heart attack?
That's what I was gonna ask.
And you hear like Bird in the background who's been overhearing this like, that's what I was about to ask.
I'm a genasi. We don't get heart attacks.
I'll go to ask the kobold and ask him, is there an endless cup of coffee here, like an endless bowl of soup?
You don't have an endless. What the fuck?
I don't like this group. And he just waltzes off.
I haven't done anything bad yet.
I love the clarification.
I just muttered, give it time.
I look over at Luca and say, I think he likes me.
Am I the only genasi that's ever been to this academy? I mean, seriously. We all drink at least 4 to 5 pints of coffee a day.
How do
You
you not
hear-
spend half your life in the bathroom?
You hear, by the way, from the teacher's table just behind you. Yeah, that's bullshit.
I don't know why this teacher is
I
yelling.
turn around to there, Genasi.
No, it's the half-orc lady who's like leaning back, staring at you guys at this point.
Jesus,
Hey, I'm Morgan.
we're being judged.
We have a genasi teacher at the school. Not drank a single thing other than tea.
I look back to.
That is a broken genasi.
That's a rude thing to say.
I do the cat from. Ooh.
Ooh. Roll a bladder check, yeah.
I just sit there, take a bite out of my sandwich, and then. Sip on my. Oh wait, did I get apple juice or no? Actually,
You got your apple juice, yeah.
yes. Okay, then I did slurp it.
I lean a hand on the table and like point a finger towards him. As if you haven't made enough noise today.
Head
Drink
drops down.
normally.
Bird at this point, by the way, which is sitting right next to the half-orc lady, is just like sighing and putting her head in her head in her hands even more.
Okay.
As I finish up my eggs and bacon, I look around and just ask, I don't know, I wonder what we're up. Wonder what we're gonna do today.
Fun fact: as if summoned, the doors slam open, and the shelves-looking form of Peleus stumbles in. There you guys are.
I point over to him and look over to. But fuck, I don't remember anyone's names. Bilbo's character, whatever it is.
Eldon.
Eldon. Yeah, I look over at Eldon and go like, I think he's about to tell us.
I roll my eyes.
I was looking all over for you guys, and I completely forgot I told you guys to come here. Oh dear. Okay.
Relax. Have
Okay,
some
it's fine.
breakfast.
You
Would you like
Do
stared.
you need I was like, do you need a pint of coffee too?
A pint of. What lunatic drinks a pint of coffee?
My eyes slide over to the other side of the
At
table.
this point,
You
by the
too.
way, you see a tiny clawed hand right next to Elatario shove another pint on the table.
Well,
There's silence for a
Good
moment.
Yeah.
Is
Okay,
this-
what do you want to go to drink? I've got anything here. Just pick from it.
I'm good. I have a sensitive stomach in the morning, and if the kobolds see me, they will bully me again. Anyway,
Luca turns over
The
to
blanket
page 4.
or
he just like covers himself in a blanket even more to
Oh
try
my-
and hide himself. Anyway,
can I question a blanket? What's with the blanket?
it's cold and early,
I have no words.
and I had maybe half an hour of sleep because something kept screaming, and I think the dorm might be possessed.
Oh, God.
I slightly
Okay.
wonder to myself how this guy's gonna teach us anything.
Hey,
Anything, anyway.
Can I just look at Luca like dead in the eyes and just under my breath like, if we don't learn anything today, this is your fault.
He looks up from his book.
Just point me, your fault.
What have I done?
You know. You know.
You know.
Only me.
So, you guys will have to go to the armor smith to get measured. And you
For
guys
what?
armor?
Armor? What do we need armor for?
Is this gonna be dangerous?
No.
Luca
Then
raises
what do we
his
need the
hand.
armor for?
I don't wear armor.
You
You don't
guys-
wear anything. Shut up.
You guys.
He
get-
looks down, panicked, thinking he forgot to put pants on.
You don't wear.
Well, his fucking thing. His
At least it's
panties.
starting to look more and more like desperate as he keeps trying to start a sentence. You can
Sorry.
keep talking
Yeah.
over it.
No, this is completely character. This is completely character.
I hate this school.
Sorry, were you
Anyway,
saying something, Teach?
I'm not your teacher. I'm your caretaker.
I'm off my hand as if I don't know the difference. I don't care.
Senpai.
Anyway, you guys have to go to the armor smith today. Get measured for custom armor pieces. And for any further customization you guys might want on armor.
that reminds me. Did they actually bring in my druidic armor set?
That would probably be at the armor smith too. I don't know. Maybe.
Why do you not know?
I just started this job yesterday. Excuse me.
Wait, what?
Excuse.
What?
No, I've been working here for a while, but you guys, I just got you guys as a group yesterday. I didn't get time to check everything yet.
Reason he's completely out of sorts. Do we know that? Do we know that this is the reason he's out of sorts or no?
He did not expect to get a group this big for sure. He seems very befuddled at all of you guys. The poor lad did not expect this in life.
I raised my hand because he seems distressed. I'll try and be nicer about it.
everyone's got to start somewhere.
I raised my hand for a question.
Yes,
Is the armor free?
yes.
Alright, cool.
Paid for by the academy and will be taken
Man.
out of your allowance
I just look.
Wait,
from
allowance?
missions.
I smiled. Man, I love this place.
If they're taking it out of our allowance, it's technically not free.
Remember Bella, that free breakfast yesterday?
Answer, yeah.
We've-
Nothing here is free so far. We get what I'm assuming is the allowance. We build up like a credit score sort of thing. I'm guessing by doing work for this place.
Yes.
I'm not school smart. I'm street smart. Street smarts.
But also, once you guys are done with the initiation, you guys will be free to leave or stay, depending on what you want. Although currently, with the situation on the continent, it is advised to stay for a period of time and get stronger before setting off.
Great. I've been looking
Awesome.
forward to getting out these baggy clothes.
Yes. So you guys will have to go to the armor smith and also and he pulls like 2 envelopes out of his cloak. One looks very crumpled already. And he gives like a little bit of a glare over at the half orc who's sitting at the table pretending she doesn't notice him. We got some missions as well. Usually there would be more to choose from, but another group already took most of them. And he shoves both of the envelopes on the table in front of you, and you can see the first envelope has a beautiful dragon seal that seems to be already ripped open at the edge, and the other one has the seal with a crate on it.
What crate?
You guys can pick one of these missions for today. They are very easy, or you guys can pick both. Or you just do what you want, really.
I'll
I guess-
go open the unsealed one and
Yeah.
have a look at it.
Which one are you picking up? The crate one or the dragon one?
The crate.
Can we read them both?
Yeah.
You can absolutely open them both, yeah.
I slide it away from the. Maybe best if someone else reads it.
Page 6.
I'll read one of them.
So, which one do you want to read? The one with the crate?
I'll read the crate.
Yeah, I didn't write exactly the wording of it down, but essentially the one with the crate is an assistant notice to help with some beasts that have been hunting people outside of the city walls. And to report to a person called Mindart for that mission. The other one, as you guys open it, is a generic, mission that seems to be helping out at the Dragon Landing.
Okay. So we have 2 missions here. One is to help outside the walls with a person called Minnart, and the other one seems to be just to help with the dragon landings.
It seems very clear that the one with Minart seems to be helping to deal with nuisances outside the city.
So which one would you guys prefer to do?
Would you have stated that the help me out one was dealing with things outside the city, or would you have just said
Yeah,
that first?
I would have. Yeah.
Okay.
I like the sound of the one outside the city. Get some
Do we
fresh
all
air.
need to do the same one?
I
do we all have to
ideally, yes, you should work together.
Hmm.
You can do both as well if you have time and want to.
Oliver, up to me. Let's go outside city. Go have a look. Earn something. And, stretch a bit.
I am required to say that the one with the crate could be more dangerous.
We do only have baby dragons, but I'm sure we'll be fine.
I'm sure I'll be fine.
We've got Luca here. What could go wrong?
I have a special way with animals. We'll be fine.
I side-eye him.
I sort of look at the letter. It doesn't involve reading at all, does it?
I don't. Maybe?
Hmm.
Well, whichever one doesn't have reading, I think we should do that one first.
Wait, what's the matter about reading?
Reason.
Also, if the one outside the city has anything to do with stealth, Luca can't go with us anyway.
What do you mean I can't.
I snicker.
Peleus looks very confused at this point.
Well, have you know I'm quite a proficient hunter?
I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about that thing stuck in your mane.
Oh. Right. I shoved my fucking hand up there to go poke it.
You
Right,
get bit
can you
in
be
the
quiet?
finger.
Did
You
you
get
just
bit
get
in the finger, yeah.
I gesture my hand a little bit further round to its body as opposed to its face, if I can.
You feel it scuttling after your hands.
Shh, 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 shh. Quiet, quiet, boy, quiet.
You guys hear growling from within the mane.
Jeez.
I
This is
fucking
You
give
ever
it a
heard
bit
an
of
angry?
bacon.
You ever heard an angry cat? It's.
Wait.
I
Christ.
know this sound well. Luca does.
Yeah, we're
Luca Hampton's
definitely not
with
going on a stealth mission. It's already playing up.
So you guys can do both missions if you want, or one. At that.
I'm with Luca. Let's go outside the walls.
I'm fine either.
Go outside, have a stretch, have a little look around.
Yeah.
Fine with either.
Yep, let's go for the crate one then.
Peleus takes the other one envelope back from you guys and nods. But Mindard is the flower store owner. He should be at the market today.
How do I spell Mendart, by the way?
I'll write it down for you.
Alright, thank you.
No worries. Because I can't spell word shit. Mindard.
Thank you.
Well, let's go get fitted for our armor then. I'm excited.
And he was where was he located again?
He's the flower store owner. He will be at the market today, though, so you might have to go to the market to find him.
Alright. So we do the armory and then we go to the market.
Peleus just nods while he's like shuffling towards the door.
Alright. Got my hands like, let's go! And I just hop up on the bench and then hop off the bench. In one quick movement.
By this time, if I hadn't finished the rest of the food, I would have just shoved it all down my dragon's throat.
Yeah, your dragon is looking nice and fat and happy.
And then make my way to the armory as well.
Yep. Is the rest of y'all following?
Yep.
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 Go into armory.
Gonna get some
Lauren, you following as well? Lauren's veer back. We're gonna have to wait for Lauren for a moment. If anybody needs to go have a shit, go ahead now.
Oh, lovely.
I take this opportunity to grill Luca on what the fuck happened last night.
Luca?
What do you mean? You mean with Rat just screaming along?
Yeah. Why was
Well-
he screaming?
I don't know for the most part. Like, I go in, we set up, get the room ready for going to sleep and everything, and then I curl down. I thought it was on one side of the main. Turns out he was actually on the other. Even though he's little, he's a bit longer than I realised. I must have squished his fucking tail or something. I don't really know. But then he just started screaming. I wouldn't fucking stop screaming, even though I tried to take him out and put him to the side. Then it was scratching around and clawing and clinking on inside my mane. He's taking it as his home now. There is nothing that I think I can do about that. For now, at least. And it was just chaos. He just wouldn't stop running around, scratching and making noises. And then I tried to, when the morning came, after I got maybe 2 hours of sleep, if I'm lucky, I tried to feed him because he was screaming in the morning. So I'm thinking, well, babies, they like to be fed and stuff. So tried to give it some food in the morning. And that seemed to do the trick. And then, well, went on, he then go for the shower. Turns out the little bastard doesn't like fucking water neither. It just, I don't know what to do. This fucking book, I'm 6 pages in almost an hour, and it's teaching me. It's not getting to the point in the time I've been reading.
through the whole explanation, my face is just like had gone from different emotions going all the way. Like just it's stunned, incredulous. What do you mean you haven't got to the point? It's a book on dragon care.
It doesn't tell me how to stop the little fucker from screaming, though.
Give me that book here. I snatch it out of his hands. I start flicking through the book.
You see on in the index itself,
Yeah, the first 2 pages were indexed.
the first 2 pages that you read indeed were indexed. You see, page 8, how to stop your dragon from misbehaving.
Alright, I flicked to page 8.
You see, a lot of text, and essentially it states, tough shit, good luck, in very flowery words.
Right. I think I have like a basic reading level. I think better than him for sure. So I'm sort of grasping what it's saying anyway.
I mean, as long as you're not negative in your intelligence, I think you'll be alright.
I think I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm at 10 for intelligence, so I'm alright.
Yeah, the bit of the the book that specifically states how to deal with your dragon hatchling after it's misbehaving, essentially kind of translated in one sentence is tough shit, good luck.
Well, I don't think this book's gonna help you much.
Mate, can I give a suggestion? Maybe if you let it sleep on a bed rather than in your face.
I tried to take it out, but it wouldn't. Now that I've put it in there, it seems to have... It's claimed my fucking mane from me.
You just see a tiny tongue stick out and go... Bloop.
Maybe that's what caused it to start crying. You trying to get it out of your mane.
Well, what server were you?
I just don't know.
There's only one.
2.
I've never been that good
NA,
with
babe.
kids.
You're on NA?
I look thoughtful. Wait, you're good at hunting and stuff. So why don't you just lay a little trap outside of your mane? Would the dragon not come out?
I told you I was on A.
Trying to
Yeah,
get the
just go
thing
back
out
to
of there
the
first.
launcher.
Yeah, but you don't
There's
have
an
to if it comes
NA
out
EU
willingly.
button.
Just lure it out with something.
It's because NA's less
You see a
populated.
tiny face start
For us,
poking out of the male,
hours.
out of the mane. But Adonia, I'm giving you a stink eye.
I have like I'm assuming because I would do this, she would do this. It's like have some of the rolls from breakfast stowed away. Or if I just tear off a bit of roll and just hold it up, like near, but not near enough for it to reach in any capacity.
Do you want me to give you a boost?
Yeah. Oh, I pulled it for Luca then because I know I'm not gonna reach. Just try waving that about. Maybe it'll come out.
I take the bit of bread and just start wiggling it around the outside of my mane to where I think he is, going from the feel of the claws.
You feel him indeed following your little hand, your big hand, tiny claws in your mane, pulling on your mane as well, pretty aggressively. And as you feel him shifting his weight, you think, yes, this might be it. But a very surprisingly agile tail slaps out around the crumb and pulls back in.
I just look up and like, you're fucked. I'm handing the book back.
I just looked down at the book. and yeah.
Yeah.
If he's still having troubles later on in the day, I would offer to give him assistance to read the book later on.
The book does not help with that situation, is the problem.
I can read the book just fine.
You were reading the index for like 30 minutes.
Is that how you say that word?
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you say that word, Luca?
Just a question. Are there any other words by any chance you can't read in this book?
I can read all the words fine.
Okay. And I point to some on the cover. Read that.
Lactose.
Why are you reading lactose intolerance on the fucking cover? That's not what's on the cover of this book.
That's those
That
lactose
doesn't even
intolerant?
that doesn't even say lactose. What? Where did you get that from?
I remember it from the menu that I was trying to read last night.
I said, read the book title, and I'm tapping my one of my fingers. Read that.
Doomies. Wait, is that dummies?
My God, revelation! I just like put my hands up, like, ah.
Now, do you know the next 3 numbers after that?
Liam doesn't remember what the numbers were. I just remember Dragon Training for Dummies.
101.
Oh. 101.
At least it can count to 1.
Are we there yet?
If we're gonna
Waiting for Lauren.
if we're gonna stand there and read to this guy all day, I don't think we're gonna get our missions done.
I assume we're sort of walking at this point by the time we're doing it.
Yeah, you guys are walking towards the armor smith.
At this point, I'll just ask
So-
Lukov how he spells his name.
Like,
Luca.
Alatabriel has had way too much coffee, and her stomach is extremely upset right now.
I was making the gurgly noises.
Well, IRL, I ate something and I'm throwing it back up. So
Oh, please go take a
that's-
break, honey. You can come back later
Yeah.
if you feel better.
Oh, get better.
I'll just
Lauren.
listen in for a while.
Mm-hmm.
We just see
Sit here.
We just see what's your character?
Alatari will dash off to the
Yeah,
bathroom
that's
at
the
some point.
bathroom.
that'll be the coffee. Unsurprised.
Coffee shit. Coffee shit. So you guys make your way to the armor smith.
Yep.
And the smell of ironworks and just general, working is pretty heavy in the air. And as you enter, you see a dwarf arguing with a little kobold. And the kobold seems to be emerald scaled. And as you guys enter, they both look up at you guys.
Okay.
Hello. You guys the other team then, huh?
We are
Sure
the A
am.
team.
You're the what?
The A team.
We are certainly a team.
We are a team.
Yes, certainly a team,
Yep.
yes. All right then.
Although
With
some of
one
us
the
can't spell
members
team.
one of the members has gone to piss.
Yeah, I was going to say, wasn't there supposed to be 6 of y'all?
Too much coffee.
Can relate. We'll get her in later. And if you guys look at her, I know who's in which group, honey. I was told 3 men, 3 women, and she gestures at Belladonna. Women.
I'll behave now.
You are female, right?
I mean, I don't have tits, but I'm female, yeah.
Good. All right. And as you guys look at her, you guys see a female hill dwarf with brown eyes, dark skin, and reddish brown hair, and she has a pretty big nose. It's like the most distinguished feature on her face is a very big nose. So, who wants to go first?
Me.
Small stuff. Let's go. And she just gestures towards the curtain, and you see the little
Small stuff.
emerald.
Have you know I'm big for my race.
I mean, you're big for a gnome, that's for sure.
I'm not a gnome.
Wait, you're not. How are you not? You're some.
I'm a dwarf.
A dwarf? You're a halfling.
I thought it was a halfling. Yeah.
You're a halfling, Bill Bosch.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, my bad. Sorry, I forgot. I'm looking at my icon as a blade dwarf. Sorry.
Ignore that. You're a halfling.
Yeah, I'm a halfling. I'm no gnome.
You're very short for a halfling.
quarterling, maybe.
I've been hearing that my whole life.
All right, not my business. Short stuff, but let's go.
I take offense to the short comments already. I'm just looking like I know this is coming here.
You do see that the dwarf herself is not very tall either. She's like 4'3".
Also, I have one quick out of character question.
Yes.
You said 3 men, 3 women. Who's the other woman?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
are?
You're right. It's four
was
men,
gonna
2 women.
I was like
I was
confused.
also wondering about that.
Yeah.
I miscounted. Sorry, it's my fault.
I was so confused.
We just don't know enough about each other's characters at all.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's my problem too. So, you guys get led into, the armorsmith, and immediately the tiny emerald kobold gestures at Eldon to step forward.
Okay, hi.
He gestures at a little stool in front of him.
Oh, God.
Okay, I take a seat.
He glares immediately at you and slaps you with the back of his clawed little hand.
Stand on, you twat.
Oh, sorry. And I stand up. Oh, I try it. Yeah, I awkwardly climb the stool.
The little kobold nods at you and then, starts measuring you with a teeny tiny tape measure he's holding after he draws the curtains closed around the area.
So
Takes a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, keep going. Go on.
So, what kind of armor can I wear?
The kobold just looks at you and blinks slowly, one eye slower than the other.
That's it. That's all you get.
Okay, is that what I get?
That's all you
Yeah,
get.
Okay, then.
he's staring at you, blinking slowly as he measures you further. And eventually he gives you one part of the tape measure and gestures above your head.
Okay.
And then he crouches down and measures to your feet to measure your entire body length.
Hey, that tickles.
He just glares at you as he keeps working. Eventually, he's done and nods at you, who's holding the tape measure, and gives a little tug.
I let go.
The moment you let go, you see 2 little draconic kobold eyes go very wide as the fucking tape measure rolls back into the thing,
Jesus.
snaps them straight on the forehead.
Oh, sorry.
And for the first time, you hear the kobold make a noise, and you're like, ah!
We look on in horror from the camera.
I'm so sorry. I thought you wanted me to let go.
What in the heck was that noise?
That was almost as bad as your dragon.
You just see the dwarf standing in front of you guys look back at the curtain with like a frown on her face, like, it's the second time today.
Oh my God. That means maybe one of the other team did that as well. Oh my God. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake.
Wait a minute, they fucking did that too.
I fucking got it. I fucking knew it. God damn it.
The little kobold eventually gets up from where he fell over on his ass, and he starts like slapping you off the chair and like pushing you out of us and changing you around.
Okay, I'm going.
Christ almighty. Can I have a quick look around? I know we haven't really done much in this room. I want to have a quick look around.
Yeah, go ahead. Do a quick perception check.
Okay.
Can I also do one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to see more about this room that we're in.
All right, so with an 18, I can give you guys the info that you need. So the room itself does look, where you guys are is divided in 2 sections. You got a very small back section, which is divided by a curtain, which the kobold just used to divide you guys from Eldon for a moment so that they can measure him. And the front section has a little desk where the dwarf is standing on a stool. But before you guys got to this area, you guys had to walk through the workshop. And the workshop itself is pretty big and large. It's a very long room with several people working at the same time. There are like some kobolds flitting around as they aided help, helping people with different tasks, etc. And they're all different kinds of colors and looks. There's some dwarves at work, some half-elves, some elves, some humans, just generally working away. You can see in the back of the room itself, there's a big arched doorway leading to an even bigger open room where you can see a dragon being measured. And you can see once again kobolds and I think it is where's the fucking sheet? A Kenku standing on top of the dragon, also measuring said dragon more specifically. But in the room as well, you see several half-finished armor sets and sketches for armor hanging on the walls, etc. So in general, it seems to be a very busy and bustling facility.
And is it only the one dwarf?
Only the dwarf is paying attention to you guys, while the rest is working. There's some other humans and stuff around, but it seems the dwarf holds the highest rank.
Are there any elves in the area? Sorry.
There's normal elves around, yeah, just, half elves mostly, little elves. Mostly half elves. So, as Eldon is done, he gets let out, and immediately the little kobold with the fiercest glare looks at whoever they can look at next, and that happens to be Belladonna.
Okay. And I look at him like wondering what the attitude's for, huh? Eldon's the one that pissed you off, presumably.
You see a little bit of a hint of a bruise on their forehead, even though it's very hard to see through the scales.
There's like mouth silent. What did you do?
And once Belladonna steps inside, the curtains close.
Okay. I hop up on the stool.
Immediately, the kobold seems to be already a little bit appeased and nods as they start measuring you.
I try to stand a bit taller than I actually am.
They do notice you doing that, and they slightly slap your heel.
Hey! What's that for?
They just glare silently at you as they continue working. And eventually, they do the same thing to you. They give you the little tape measure to hold over your head.
Okay. But do I put it to my head or the ears, or where do you want it?
He pats himself, it pats itself on the top of the head.
Okay, I pulled it up to my head.
They nod very happily, pulling the tape measure down your feet to the bottom of your heel and like slightly jamming it under there to check the exact measurements. Takes a little note.
Okay.
And then tugs slightly to get it back while he stands up.
I hold it out in front of me like a sensible person.
He does take it, and then it just goes back into the tape measure very gently.
Okay.
And he claps his little clawed hands and nods at you.
Awkward smile. Thanks.
You get a very happy thumbs up.
It's still free armor, right?
They nod.
Alright, cool. I hop off the bench, up I go.
And they open, and you see the dwarf go like, seems like String does at least not hate a person here. All right, who's next? Well,
I'll go next then.
all right. And you get led in by String, and he gestures once again at the little stool.
I'll stand on the stool.
Yep, and the same thing happens. He measures you out. Now, I'm going to say that he does the same with everybody to, save a little bit of time. Do you guys just let go of the tape measure, or do you just give it over to him?
I give it to him the same way Vampy did.
So gentle handing
Belladonna.
over. All right, so you gently hand it over.
I probably would have handed it over again myself.
All right.
Though I would have also been trying to converse, I assume probably got no joy out of it whatsoever. But if I tried talking to him like, hey, how's it going?
As you talk to him, the little kobold just watches you talk.
You've been doing this for a while.
They nod.
I stand in silence whilst it continues.
He keeps working. And eventually he's done with you two.
Yeah, so that was pretty much all I wanted to get out of it. Curious if they would speak if you tried to strike a conversation.
They do not talk to you at all. One of the reasons being, I don't remember if I made distinct talk or not.
Fair.
Fluffy, do you let
Yeah.
go or do you also just hand it over gently?
I hand it over gently.
All right. After having heard the sound your compatriot made after handing over the tape measure, you guys seem to have learned from his mistakes.
So,
And eventually,
how long's the turnaround on this armor stuff?
the dwarf
Just-
looks up from the little booklet that String has given her and just glances up at you. Oh, it's not that long. It's You see her hold up some fingers and count. A week. It was maybe a week and a half. It'll be ready for your final assessment. Don't worry about that.
Do you give them armor to mages? I don't think I can wear armor.
Don't worry, it will be the right type of clothing for you.
Luca
back,
just,
sorry.
like, lifts his paw up as well and says, I don't particularly really need anything. I was more so here just for the formality of it.
You'll still get a pair of pants and a cloak at least.
Okay. I don't really know how to feel about that, but sure.
You can always
Thank
run
you.
around naked, but you'll get arrested.
I see through my teeth. It's free.
Duly noted. Thank you for your time.
All right then. Do you guys need anything else from me today? Are we good here?
I'm guessing we saw, like, what did you say? There was a dragon being measured in the other room.
Yes.
Can I question the dwarf what that was all about?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk to the dwarf about
So,
it.
what was the dragon being measured for?
She glances up from where she's like kind of sketching and looks at the, the door that you guys are talking about, and gestures. Oh, over there?
Yeah.
Well, our workshop is kind of connected to Clanger's workshop, and they work on dragon saddles and dragon armor. So that's essentially what's happening over there. It's just Clanger working away at some of the Academy dragons.
With a grin, Luca comes out with, "Do you reckon you can get a saddle for my dragon?"
Well, it depends what kind of dragon do you have then.
Don't. I
He
just.
he coaxes a finger into the mane, wiggles it around.
As soon as he says that, I say, "Do you have a muzzle for his dragon?"
God.
Ah, you
Um,
fucker.
You'd have to ask Clanger about that. I can't really help you much with dragon stuff. I'm here for human stuff. But if you go into the other room, I'm pretty sure Clanger would be willing to help you.
Great. Let's go ask about the muzzle.
The dwarf just like waves at you guys as you guys start heading towards where you saw the open door, where the kobolds and the kenku are climbing on top of a dragon to measure it. As you enter the room, you see the dragon's not the happiest about his arrangement, but he seems to be, tolerating it well enough.
Does it appear to be? I don't know if there's much variation other than size for like adults and younger dragons. Like, would you say there's much of a physical?
There's a big physical difference, yes.
Yeah, you
And
can
this is
tell
a
it's
big
baby.
dragon, yes, but this is a big dragon that's being measured.
Okay, it is a baby big dragon. Yeah.
No, it's just a big dragon in general.
Oh, right. Okay,
An
sorry.
adult
Okay,
being
okay.
measured.
What,
And as you approach, you see the kenku look up at you guys and frown slightly. Before saying in a very deep masculine voice, "What are you doing here?"
God. The voice takes me by surprise.
That's
Uh,
pretty-
We were just wondering, do you make muzzles for dragons?
They tilt their head,
God.
and you hear this time in a feminine voice, "I don't know what you mean, honey."
Basically, my dragon keeps fucking biting me. Anything you can make for us to assist in it not biting so much? It's only a little thing. A thimble might even fucking do.
Or making so much noise.
yeah, some sound absorption maybe.
They frown at you as they slowly clamber from the big dragon, gesturing at one of the kobolds who takes over. And you see the little kenku approach you, and it is a surprisingly well kept, pretty Kenku for Kenku. They have they're an average normal jet black, a little bit of soot and like occasionally a little twisted feather, but in general they seem very well kept. Nice beak, no scars, no missing nothing.
Mhm.
Good looking Kenku. And they tilt their head at you and then gesture at, Luca before you hear in another voice, which is this time a children's voice. I don't see anything.
He leans down, wiggles his mane about, trying to coax the little rat out.
All you see at this point is just just see what you drew down there. All you see at this point is just two little feet sticking out and scrambling to get back in.
I know he's in here somewhere. Come on, rat. Show yourself.
You're screeching as it tries to sneak back into your mane, but eventually just flops on the table.
He's
did it.
out.
I got him out.
He's out.
You see the little dragon look very disoriented before its eyes start welling up.
Oh god. Oh no.
No, put it back in. Put it back in.
I pick him up and just hold him and like stroke its back or something. I don't know.
You hear very panicked breathing from the poor thing.
Hyperventilating. Good
Yeah.
god.
You'll need to stop freaking out a little.
Jesus Christ.
The Kenku is just watching at this point with very wide eyes.
Well, holding it up in its upset state, it keeps fucking biting me. Do you reckon you can make a muzzle or anything for it?
The Kenku blinks and then slowly shakes its head. And you hear in a very weird accented voice, no can do.
Well, thank you anyway. I turn it around, turn my hand around to look at him, the little rat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to go back in the main?
You've never seen something nod his head that fast.
Well, you're gonna be a good boy.
He nods his head even faster.
I facepalm.
And this is why you can't get him out.
Yeah.
I look over at the group like, I'm gonna try something here. Are you gonna be a quiet boy?
He shakes his head really violently.
Bollocks.
Nice try.
It was certainly worth a try. Well, I think you and me, and I gesture with my free hand, just like pointing between me and Rat. I think that you and me are going to have a talk at some point about our sleeping arrangements, because clearly there seems to be a problem with how to turn my head and squish you again. So we'll have to have a talk about this. But for now, I push my hand back up into my mane. Up you go.
The little dragon scuttles back up, and you see the Kenku still watching you guys.
Well, I don't suppose I really need a saddle, so that was all I was here for. I don't know if the others want anything, but thank you for your time anyway.
They nod their head.
I think,
Well,
too small to really.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all too small.
The Kenku nods and turns around towards one of the kobolds that's standing next to her, and look, I hear your own voice go, up you go.
Oh no.
Luca's just there like,
That's I'm like, no, that's a neat trick.
it's like fucking taken aback a little bit by it. I don't know if Luca's ever really encountered Kenku before. Are they quite a common
No,
creature? No.
very uncommon.
Yeah, he's very taken aback by that.
Are you making fun of me?
Not so much to be offended, but just like, was that my voice?
The Kenku just glances over her shoulder at you and gives a bird-like grin before, like, with a kookaburra-like laugh, launching herself back on the dragon to work.
I walk away. Similar to how I went to the shower at that speed. Step.
Okay. Well, I guess we should get on with the mission thing then, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that was all the other prerequisite thing that we had to do, really. Just go and set ourselves up with the armory lady. We can't really do much with dragons at the minute.
You guys have the option to take your dragons with you or leave them in the barn / stable area.
Do I, though? Do I really have the option?
The others have the option.
We just look at Luca like, leave it.
So what are you guys doing?
I'll bring them with me.
Are we actually
should
able to use
probably
them?
leave them.
It's still infants. They were born yesterday. Do be aware of that if you go into
They all
combat with
have
that.
potentially 1 or 2 HP. They will die in 1 hit.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave mine here.
But mine's like twice the size of me.
And
Yeah,
it's twice as easy to hit.
Yeah, it's twice as easy. That's a good fucking comparison.
I think we should go to that daycare center that someone mentioned.
The stable.
Stable.
Yeah, it's a daycare to me.
Draggy daycare.
Draggy daycare. So you guys do bring your dragons over to the stables where, unsurprisingly, a familiar face greets you. It is your Aarakocra friend, or friend, I say. Or just like glances up when you guys approach and glances at your dragons before, kind of letting a snort out of one of her like birdie nostrils. Want me to take care of him?
Yes, we're going on a mission, so we don't want to take them with us this moment.
You will take
She
good
nods.
care of him, won't you?
She nods her head. Of course we will.
I would like to try and pass Rat off to you, but I don't quite think after the current display of sheer panic, I don't think he'll really come out again. I just jiggle my fingers around in my... I almost said my wig.
Is it a little one?
It's a right little one. He currently is living up somewhere. He's just running his hand through his mane.
Yeah, don't
somewhere
force
up here.
it. Don't force it. They don't like it when you try to force them out. You gotta coax them.
I've
You told him to
noticed.
try that. Little guy's smart.
Yeah, but you're not using the right tools to coax it out.
Hold on. And they turn around and they like get like a little bag of something that smells really, really foul to you guys. But immediately you feel little scuttling in your mane as a little head pokes out, staring at the bag.
I lean forward, tilting my head toward it.
The little thing just immediately leaps out and like into the bag, essentially.
I grab the fucking book from my little bag that I have on my belt. I pull it out and I'm like, why does it not say anything about this in this fucking book?
Can I tell from my read yesterday that something about that was actually in the book?
It
I
was
really hope it
It
is.
was not in the book.
You have to get past the first page.
It was not
That's
in
the
the book.
second volume.
It was not in the book, and you see the Aarakocra just look very smug.
House-made recipe.
So
So far, no dragon has been able to resist my
hold on, what the fuck is the creature called?
my homemade Valden bison jerky.
Bison.
It sounds nice. It smells awful. I would like to discuss this with you further at a later date.
That sounds good to me.
She just grins at you. She seems
Don't
very
watch
proud of herself, by the way.
I reluctantly...
You leaving the noisy little shit here then?
Is it curious? Is it even looking back at me at the minute,
It's
Wendy, or is it just
absolutely not. You just see like a butt sticking out from the bag of jerky.
discreet little bastard? I think we should go before he realizes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye.
And as such, you guys leave your dragons with Or.
I can't believe that actually worked. I never thought it would. I thought I'd be stuck with that thing for the rest of my days.
You need to
As
find
you
out what that stuff is. You need some of that.
Yeah. Maybe you can give that stuff to him when we're trying to sleep, or
Yeah.
when others are trying to sleep.
So, you guys make your way across the courtyard, past the Broodmother, and through the gates that are adorned by beautiful statues of Kunorin. And as you guys leave, it is already kind of late in the morning. You guys had a good long breakfast. You guys went to the armorsmith. You know, it's getting into early noon even. As you leave, you see the hustle and bustle of the city. A big variety of buildings, and in the distance you see a giant statue also of the goddess Kunorin.
Right. Are we in the market now?
You guys are on the street,
On the way.
on the
Okay.
road.
Yeah.
Do you even know where the market is?
Wait, did anyone bring a map?
Is there a map on the back of the letter?
There is not.
So where do we go?
Is there a sign?
Do a perception check.
Alright. Let me look at my sheet. Where is my sheet? Perception check. No.
Even if there was, you wouldn't see it.
Can we hear anything?
You do hear a hustle and bustle. You do see a lot of people on the street around.
Okay, which way are they all going?
They seem to be heading in all kinds of different directions, really. There's no one person going in one direction, or everybody going in one direction. There's some people going into the building to your right, and there's a big round building on your left on the corner of the street, which seems to be going to a even louder area where you see a lot of dragons coming and going from between the buildings. But the round building itself has the sigil of the military on it. On the right side, you know, across the street immediately, you see what seems to be a tavern, but it is closed right now.
The next person I think I would see maybe walk near to us, I'll try and get their attention.
As you walk, you do see a male turtle coming back from deeper in the city towards the round building as he spots you guys.
Excuse me.
He seems to like blink slowly at you guys. Oh, hello. How can I help you?
Oh, hello there. Would you be ever so kind to point us in the direction of the market?
Oh, second group today, but yes, no problem. All right, follow me then. And he turns around, and you see, while he did look like a normal bulky turtle from the front, when he turns around, you see that his shell is painted beautiful. And it's a beautifully painted piece with jade paints of the god Kunorin as well.
That's a marvelous shell you have there.
They seem to, you know, preen and be proud of it as much as a turtle can, and they grin over their shoulder at you. Thank you. I made it myself.
And I'm just in awe.
How the fuck did he paint it himself? I extra doubt. Extra fucking doubt.
Okay.
Maybe they can pop their shell off. I don't know.
As I hear, do you say that out loud?
I'm not saying that out loud. I mean, I look very doubtful. When he said he painted it himself, I'm like, really? You know, sort of under my breath, really?
If I notice that, can I do an insight check? Or
I mean,
any
would
way
you
to
would
tell if
you
he actually did
notice it though? Because you're kind of walking next to the turtle, and I imagine Belladonna's kind of behind.
Okay.
And I'm down.
And you're
that's fair
down,
enough.
yeah.
I would just keep on going, following him towards the market for now.
And he does lead you guys through the town, occasionally pointing out some buildings, such as the butcher on the corner right across from the military building, the inn to your right across from the mail/merchant building, and then when he gets to the middle of the town itself, where the giant statue of Kunorin is, he points towards the buildings, pointing out the flower store, the bits and bobs general store, an armor smith, and an alchemy store, while also pointing to the left where the street continues. Follow that street. You can't miss it. It's the Cunarin Plaza. You'll see. Trust me. You'll see.
Oh, thank you very much, sir.
He just
Oh,
like gives a
thank
thumbs up, and but he does follow you guys in the direction of the market still. Might as well stay there. Any
you said-
reason?
I was saying, so what shops were there?
On the middle part there, and he
Yeah.
gestures over his shoulder. Oh, you got the flower shop, you got the general store, and you got the armor smith, and the alchemy store as well, of course, and the thing bits and bobs. I wouldn't go the other way. He kind of frowns. It's unsavory people the other way.
I gesture to Nacreus. Maybe we could find some sleeping tonic for something in the alchemy.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to have a look. If I remember correctly, we've got to go to the flower store to do our mission, but I don't know what you guys want to do. Did you want to go to find maybe some potions, or did you want to just go straight to Mind Art?
Oh, let's get to the flower shop.
Don't really make any odds for me, really.
Why do you guys need the flower shop for?
We're gonna go see someone called Mind Art for dealing with some pests, I think. I don't know, someone's been causing
Oh.
some fucking grief.
He should be busy at the market this morning and afternoon.
Oh, could you direct us?
Yeah, just come along. I am going there anyway.
Thank you very kindly.
No worries. And he just keeps walking, expecting you guys to follow him.
We follow. Or I follow.
Follow along.
So, as you guys get past a beautiful temple building, obviously dedicated to the god Kunarin, you guys get to the plaza. And you see it is busy. Like, you hear before you see it. There is dragons and people milling around. There's stalls and vendors. And you hear some singing. You smell cooked foods. In general, it seems to be very busy here. And the turtle turns towards you slightly, is looking at you. I'm Olo, by the way.
Olo. Nice to meet
Olo. Just Olo.
you. Olo.
Olo, yes.
Nice
I'm
to meet
Elga.
you.
Pleasure to meet you.
He gives a thumbs up before, gesturing at a little stall that he's standing next to that is covered in flowers and plants. And this here would be Mindart. And you see behind the stall, kind of like hunched over, is a very tall furbolg. And you see he's not really looking at you guys. I just need to remember which side it is. I think it was the left side? Yeah, the left side of his face is covered in hair completely. It's dirty, long, dirty blonde hair, imbued with flowers and moss. And yeah, he is hunched over, kind of, playing with a little lute. When you guys approach.
I instantly noticed the lute and like, oh, a music man.
The furbolg just perk up when you speak. And seems to be looking around like, who said that, before turning his face towards you guys with the uncovered, his hair that's not covered on his face, his right side of his face faces you guys. Oh, hello.
Hi, you're Mind Art then? I'm taking it.
Yes, I'm Mindart. Pleasure to meet you.
Luca, nice to meet you too. We're here from the academy. You've sent in a quest for assistance.
He
or something
blinks
like that?
kinda slowly before gesturing at Olo. They did. I was just appointed as the guide in case you guys needed assistance finding it. However, he gestures at like his little stall. As you can see, a bit preoccupied today. And Olo just seems to scoff at him. You know, the big turtle.
Yeah.
To like roll his eyes as well.
So, what is this mission you want us to do, or they want us to do?
The furbolg just like blinks at you slowly and shrugs. Something's been attacking people outside the city. That's about all I know about it. I just am a decent tracker, I guess. And at this point, Olo steps forward, like with kind of like a huff of air coming out of his nostrils. Look, if you need help finding it, you're not gonna find it from in there today.
What would
You know-
be the quickest way to take you away from your current preoccupied position?
Mindar just blinks slowly. I'd have to sell all my flowers or clean them all up really quick. But it's market day, best sales of the week.
When does market time normally end?
Mindart slowly blinks and just like seems to think. When it ends.
But do you have anybody else that could show us to the location of the attacks? Recent attacks?
Mindar just stares at you before slowly looking over at Olo, who seems to frown even more.
I just look at Ono and say, by any chance, do you know who this tracker is?
Olo sighs. Mindar's the
Mindar's
best.
the tracker.
Yeah, Mindar's the tracker. Mindar's the better tracker. I can't we just
I've got a proposition to make for you. So, do you often sell many flowers whilst you are sat stationary at your stand?
Mindar gestures at a little pot of flowers close to you that seem to be really pretty and have like big pink leaves. Sold one of those today.
Nah, in my understanding, we are quite far through the day and you've only sold one pot. How much do you think you could sell if you were traveling your way through the city toward the outskirts, catching people as they're passing? You come up to them, offer them flowers. I think you could get a much larger clientele en route to our destination.
The
It'd be a bit of
furbolg
a
just
win-win.
the furbolg is just staring at you before slowly blinking again. Look, I'm not stupid. I'm a bit lazy, yes, but not stupid.
Mood.
I'm in no position to walk up to people to ask them to buy stuff. They want flowers, they come to me. He shrugs like one shoulder slightly, and you see something moving on his neck before, it disappears.
What was that?
Hmm?
On his neck?
Mm.
On your neck?
Mm.
Well, I asked what was that on his neck?
The furbolg blinks at you slowly before running his fingers around his neck. What was what?
Can I do an insight on that?
An insight check on what?
If he's trying to be not tell us what the thing on his neck was.
Yeah, go ahead and do an insight check. Nice. It doesn't seem to be actively avoiding you to tell you what it is. It's just like genuinely doesn't know what you saw. It's not like he's actively trying to deceive you. He just genuinely seems confused as to what you mean as he touches his own neck.
Oh. So,
So-
yeah.
Well,
Go
Because
ahead.
by the time he touches it, there's nothing there.
Must have been seeing face.
Do a perception check.
Okay.
Whoever's
Want me to do
watching.
one?
How'd you do it?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Bilbosh.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, where's perception? This one.
Nice. You, for a moment, you'd see nothing before you see the flowers in his hair slightly shift position together with the moss. And as you keep watching, you just see a teeny tiny clawed hand shift a flower to a different position.
What is that thing?
What is what thing?
That thing there, moving the flowers.
Oh, he just like gently pats like his dirty blonde hair very softly. I mean,
Luca grins.
That's Crystal. He just nods his head slowly. She usually stays in my hair.
Luca's very content knowing this.
I'd have assumed as being students from the academy, you guys would know about this.
I didn't think everybody had a dragon.
Not everybody, but plenty of people do.
So have you been trained up in the school then?
No.
Oh.
No, I have not.
Well, perhaps. What was the turtle's name again? Sorry.
Olo.
Oh, no.
Perhaps Olo can understand why you show us where these people were attacked.
I would not trust Olo with my stand, even if it was the last turtle on ants on the world standing. And like Olo seems to nod slightly, like, yeah, no, I agree with that.
I kind
Well,
of.
I think in that case, we should probably just come back later tonight.
I kind of nudge.
Or you know, he just gestures at Olo. Maybe someone else can take you there. And Olo just seems to like frown.
Either or, we just need a guide, really. Makes no odds to me. I can come back. I don't mind.
Well, you can always. Well, the market's going to take a while, and it's probably going to take until late tonight, meaning that either you come back very late tonight and we do this during the nighttime, or we do it tomorrow.
Well, we can't do this. We can't be here all day. We've got dragons to take care of.
No, we don't. We've left them at the academy in the care of the carers.
Yeah, but I'm
It'll be
hungry.
fine. We've just fucking had breakfast.
But I don't want to do it at night, okay? I don't like the dark.
Well, in that case, Olo, would you be so kind as to take us to the place where we need to go?
Olo frowns slightly, looking back at the market as if like, I have a job to do. Before, you know, sighing. Fine, I'll do it.
Thank you very much. Eldon, I think you should pay the man since you're so eager to go now.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I was going to say I put a hand on his shoulder. I'd have to crouch down significantly to do that.
Sorry, I left all my money back at the castle.
Maybe next time then.
We appreciate
Olo's
the help.
just watching you guys slowly blinking.
We appreciate the help, though, Olo.
Ugh, usually I'm on watch duty, and market watch duty shite.
And have we said how beautiful your artwork is on the back of your skull?
He seems to like stand up a bit straighter again.
On the back of your skull.
Shell.
He seems to stand up a bit straighter again. Go like, flattery. That'll get you everywhere. All right then. I'll take you to where the last situation happened.
Excellent.
Maybe you'll find out from there where their little shits have gone. We don't know what it is, by the way, so that'll be interesting. You guys ready to leave right now?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
And such Olo nods and leads you guys back up to the statue of Cunarin. And then he takes a left straight to the gates.
As we're walking, I struck up a conversation with the I keep forgetting his name. Sorry. What was the turtle called again?
Olo.
Olo. How does that guy stay in business selling one bunch of flowers in like 4 hours?
Olo just frowns a bit. Well, it's not really like he has to sell flowers. Gets a nice stipend from the military every month.
Ah.
He just likes doing it. And it seems to keep him happy, so.
I see.
And he keeps leading you guys along. What the rest of you guys doing? Just following?
Yeah, I'm just following along, ready to fight to the
Ready
death.
to fight to the death. Jesus Christ. So, you
I
guys
want
get
blood, I
led
want blood.
outside of the city. Olo nodding towards the other guards as he leads you guys. And eventually you come upon a grass road where there is a cart that is toppled over. Well, this was the last incident. You also see a couple of corpses on the side of the road.
I look over to Bella and think, it's like the memories of coming up to here in the first place.
So yeah, this is about the lead we've had so far.
Being someone who, I guess I have very, if I remember correctly, I have very good skills with animals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately start looking around for signs of tracks or something.
Do me a nature check.
A second, nature.
You do have a look around. You see some tracks, a big scuffle, but also the road is used a lot and frequent. So finding the tracks you're looking for is very, very difficult.
Can I give the cart a quick check out?
Yeah, go ahead. Do me an investigation check for the cart.
Can I assist him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that just by doing a roll or giving
could
him
I
advantage?
assist you, maybe?
Well, whoever assists the other person has a advantage.
I'll assist you, Nak. We'll go with that.
Okay.
On accuracy,
Okay.
you got advantage on it, so go ahead.
On investigations? Or...
Yes.
Oh,
That's with advantage.
Oh, which was I? I was definitely the one.
Yep.
I've got +6 to investigation.
Yeah, it's just sad sometimes. So you have a look around and you don't, you notice that a cart seems broken. And, there's blood on the side of it. But other than that, it's a bloody cart at this point. It's empty already. And Olo steps up to you. Yeah, we got the goods back into the city already. Nothing was stolen, apparently.
So something just came in and killed him.
Well, we've been having some of these issues lately.
Did you find the bodies or?
He points right next to the cart in a ditch.
Oh.
Where there is indeed some people very dead.
He just
the
left
bodies.
them there?
It's a crime scene.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no loved ones to claim him. Well, at least bring him back to the city. And with the monsters around, I'm not risking any people picking up corpses.
I guess then we would inspect the bodies.
Yeah.
Who wants to inspect the bodies?
Liam really wants to, but Lucas shouldn't.
Belladonna did it.
Belladonna, you're having a look around and yeah, a bit forested, a bit grassy around the cart. But in general, everything looks good. What are you looking for specifically?
Looking at the bodies.
That would have been an investigation check.
Okay. I'll look at this then.
Can I help her?
Yeah, go ahead. You can do again with a advantage. Are you okay, Vampy?
There you go.
Yeah. You okay, Vampy?
Yep.
All right. So, you come upon the bodies, and you do notice that they've not really been stabbed. One of them seems to have been suffocated, and the other one's covered in slime or mucus. and seems to have
Ew.
died not of a stab wound, but of a broken neck.
Is Olu watching?
Yeah, Olo was watching.
Is there any way for me to sleekily go through their pockets?
Do me a sleight of hand check.
Alright. Just,
Hold on.
I'm looking for evidence, air quote.
Evidence in his pockets.
Yeah,
He doesn't see you, so
nice.
as you go through his pockets, you do realize that this is a turtle. He doesn't really wear pants. But he does have a little pouch on the side of his hip that you're going through with your hands,
Mhm.
you know, fiddling around. You find some coins, a button, surprisingly, a little paintbrush, and, you know, a little pouch of money.
Mhm.
Okay, coins, button, and a paintbrush.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I mean, there's
Alright.
no evidence.
I don't
No.
know. I haven't played Terrace.
I say quickly.
Mhm.
But
He didn't notice you doing it anyway, so.
I guess I noticed that one is strangled and one is covered in slime.
We
Right.
call strangled, just suffocated in
What's-
general.
Alright.
What's this slimy stuff?
I'd say slime.
Yeah, but what?
Deadpan. Deadpan.
Would I know what this slime is from?
I mean, you can always do me a nature check.
What check?
A nature check?
Nature.
Let's see what this slime is from. I mean, you have not seen this slime specifically before. It isn't really something that is used in magical stuff. You do realize, however, that it seems to come from an animal.
Then we guess look around for more signs of this slime.
Jesus Christ. Investigation check again then.
Where's my...
I'm getting my dice ready.
Yeah. Meanwhile, can I scan the horizon and see if it looks like anything's around us?
Yeah, go ahead.
What the fuck? There it is. Duh. Nope.
Nah, the road's not busy either.
Oh, I'm going back to sleep.
You see Eldon on the floor, a little trail of slime going into the bushes and then going in two directions.
Let's follow that.
Wait, Eldon's on the floor?
Elo is on the floor. Eldon's on the floor checking, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And as you say, let's go follow that, Olo walks up as well and looks, like, crouches down next to you. What did you find?
This slime, it leads over there. Into that
Leads-
bush.
Well, it seems to be leading two ways from what I can see. Alright, so we got two options here. I can handle myself pretty well. What about you guys?
I have a flute.
I can only speak for me and Bella, but I know we're good.
I should be moderately okay, as long as I stay in range.
Alright, so what I'm hearing here is I go one way, you guys go the other way, and we'll see if we can find whatever left this. And he just gestured at the little trail that Eldon found.
Okay.
Mess.
I like your confidence.
A bit too confident.
As long as you guys don't die on me, we'll be fine.
That die?
Eldon, did you want to go left or right?
We'll take the right path then.
Yeah, you can pick path first, I don't mind.
Yeah, we'll go right. You can go left.
He just nods his head. Sounds good to me. How about we meet back here in... He just looks up at the sun. A solid hour.
If you get into any trouble, just scream.
Sounds good to me. You guys do the same?
Oh, don't worry, I will.
And he looks at the rest of you guys.
I just make a note for the time. Internally.
Alright, here we go then. Good luck. Stay alive, please. I don't want to have to fill out the paperwork if you guys die on me. Wait, how old did you say your dragons are?
1?
2 days.
Perfect. That's not too big a cleanup if you guys die.
Wait, what?
Don't worry, let's continue. And he just like takes the path that you guys don't take eventually.
Guys, I have a bad feeling about this.
Luke is just completely unfazed because he's heard all this shit many a time before.
So
This isn't
I will
crazy,
need a marching order as you guys go along. Just
Uh,
put yourselves in a line on the map, so
Okay.
that I know in which order you guys are stepping.
Go on then, Eldon. You lead the way.
Oh, God
You
damn
found
it.
the slime.
I've done it again. Well, the thing is, I'd imagine I'd be falling behind because of my legs.
That's why we.
I imagine that the
that's why we
party
follow
would
you.
wait for you, yeah.
We
Okay.
take the lead.
No.
Yeah, I'll take the lead.
You don't walk behind me, fool.
Oh, wait, that's the front. Okay, I thought that was the back. Never mind.
So which one's forwards?
I'm the front.
Bilbo's the front.
Okay, I'll go at the back then.
So this is the marching order.
This ain't good.
All right. So as you guys go into the, further into the underbrush, you got at some point you get to another, foresty area, and you see another stretch of road a little bit to your right. It doesn't seem like an often used road, however.
I'm just keeping an eye out in case anything moves in the distance or anything happens.
Do me a what are you guys doing?
Just looking for the track and seeing if see what direction it
You're
heads.
still, do me a nature check.
Nature.
Another one.
Oh,
Halfway to stumbling upon this other road, you seem to have lost the track.
guys, I got some bad news. I seem to have lost the scent or lost the track.
How did you lose the track? It's slime.
Well, it seems to stop here.
Where? I demand to look.
There.
Can I do a perception to see if I can pick up where the track actually
Yes,
fucking
do
went?
do a nature check.
A nature check, okay.
As prolific, as good as you are at tracking, you do notice that the sun does seem to stop where he indicates.
Can I look up?
Yes, go ahead. You
Alright,
look up into the canopy of the trees. Nothing.
Yes. Okay. Can I see if I can hear anything?
Do a perception check. That's a good one. You hear distant croaking.
I hear croaking. From that way, and I point.
You point
Direction.
down the road, essentially.
Yeah.
And up like a little side of a cliff that is on the side of the road.
And I just gesture towards lead on.
And I'm just keeping my eyes out still.
All right. So
Upon being told that there is audible acknowledgement of something ahead, I'm going, we're going to get teleported. I'm just going to take out my sword and just be holding it now, as opposed to just leaving it sheathed on my back.
drag your tokens on the sheet on the right side, please.
How do?
Click and drag, boy.
There you go. In the marching order, please, that you guys came in.
Wait, I don't see the driver tokens.
You should drag your sheet on the thing
Click on your journal.
and drag it in there like that.
A journal?
Go
Sorry.
top to the third tab on top. Second tab, there you go, yeah.
Second tab, this one.
Second one, yeah, second one. Click on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and drag that on the sheet.
Oh.
Now you gotta drag it. There
It's
you
on
go.
there, yeah.
Wait, so Bella
There you
should
go.
be in front now, right?
Yeah, Bella is in front at this point, I think.
Alright, sure.
So I'll go where you are then.
Beep,
Oh,
beep.
nope.
There you go. So as Bella indicates that there's croaking ahead of you,
Mm-hmm.
how are you guys gonna proceed?
Forward.
Yeah, forward towards the noise. My
Sneakily,
ears
I would imagine.
flicking towards the direction, figuring out where it is.
So you guys are just walking forward?
Mhm.
Sneakily, you know, would be.
Well, I'm very lightfoot anyway, so.
If you're going to sneak, you're gonna have to specify that.
Yeah, so I'm not concerned about sneaking unless someone tells me to.
No, I'm not sneaking. I'm just trying to be quiet so I can hear.
As you guys are not sneaking, however, you do make the occasional footstep noise or step on a twig. Since you're not really trying to be quiet. And as such, I would please ask you to roll initiative.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Wah.
Wait,
Fuck!
hold on. It's not cleared yet. Hold on, 1 second. Alright, go ahead.
Me and Knack re-rolling or...
Yes, please reroll.
Okay.
Okay, just
Oh god, the
click-
screen's turned to darkness.
Sorry!
I'm blind.
I'll just click my token then initiative, right?
Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
Wait, how do I do initiative? Sorry.
It's a good thing I'm at the front.
Oh, I got the same one.
You
On your
click...
open your character sheet.
Mhm.
Dicks.
Yeah, I have it open.
Yep.
On the other screen.
you don't
It's
have
on
it
the-
open?
It's on the other screen.
Oh, yeah, click on your token.
Frog.
I don't see my token. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's the second token here.
On the screen, on the map, click
Oh,
your
yeah.
token.
Yeah,
so it's highlighted.
1 second. Elden Shame, there you go. Yeah, and then you just say initiative on your sheet.
High five, MP.
You what?
High five.
Initiative.
Good work.
I
Open
jumped to
your-
high five.
If you open your sheet on the third tab,
Black 20s.
open your character sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got it open on the other screen. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you see where it says initiative, like +1 or anything. Click on the initiative, the word initiative
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. How do? Yeah, oh, yeah.
It's right at the top.
Initiative.
at the top in the middle.
There you go.
Sorry.
Alright, hold on now. I need to do one thing.
Oh, the frogs. The frogs.
Ribbit.
There's a lot of them, isn't there?
So many frogs. And one of the images isn't working. I'm guessing it's the boss frog.
Yeah, the boss frog for some reason isn't working. Hold on, I can fix that.
I can see it.
Is anyone French? Does anyone know how to deal with a frog?
It still doesn't want to save it. You know what? The boss frog is just going to be broken.
I can
Mhm.
see
I mean,
it.
the boss frog's fine for me.
Yeah, I can see it.
No, in the initiative order.
In the initiative order, it's broken.
Oh, right.
He's a little bit broken there, but you know what? He can stay a little bit broken there. It'll be fine. Alright, so let me roll initiative for these motherfuckers.
I'm gonna break him anyway. Doesn't really matter.
What, are you going to break the frog?
Yeah.
You
I'll
don't
break
like
the
frog?
fuck out of him. No, I'm gonna break the fuck out of him. That's fast food right there.
I'm rolling physical dice. Funnier to have them all go on different turns than it is to have them all go at the same time.
Let the dice hit the floor. Let the dice hit the floor. Let the dice hit
Oh,
the
Jesus. There you go.
floor. Hey, I'm not going dead last.
And as such, Belladonna gets the first round. As you see in the distance, a hint of frog.
Just a hint of frog.
A hint of frog.
You see a green leg.
You see a very big frog and a lot of really small frogs.
What is he doing? Are they sitting on the side of the cliff, or what is that?
Yes, there's some guy sitting up top, and then one dude is like trying to like look underneath a log apparently for some grubs.
Right. I mean, I know we're
But
in
they have
initiative,
noticed
but
you at this point. They have
Yeah.
noticed you at this point.
okay. I mean, are they particularly large frogs? Like,
They are bigger than normal frogs.
okay. Well, I'm only 3 foot. How big are these normal? Like a foot? A couple feet?
The small ones are like at least 2 foot.
Jesus Christ.
That's like
And then
dogs.
there's the big boy, who is they're about dog sized. And then the big boy towers literally. It's almost as big as Luca.
Jesus Christ, that is a big frog. I'm guessing I can see that massive frog.
Yeah, no, it's a very hard to miss frog.
Shoot it with a gun.
I'm gonna take a guess here. I got on a limb that the slime is these guys.
I don't know. Do you know?
I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna take a guess. They're slimy, right?
You made an educated guess.
I did educated guess. The frogs are slimy, therefore they probably had something to do with the slime. But
Do you think they're friendly?
I highly doubt it. I mean, I'm just this is just me being stupid.
You can vaguely hear Kill Bill sirens going off in a frog's head.
I'll take one look at the big frog's eyes. I don't think that's friendly. That does not look friendly.
What are you doing?
Let's see.
Is that friendly? Oh, thank you. Never change, please.
Okay, 20 feet. How far is the short bow range? Because I don't understand this writing on here.
It should be pretty far.
It says
Let me see,
80/130.
Okay, so
80/320.
80 is your range you can shoot without disadvantage. So
Right.
anything over that, you can still shoot, but you shoot with
a
disadvantage.
disadvantage, yes. Up
Okay,
to 80 feet is with normal.
I'm guessing I might have some disadvantage with this rock formation here.
Yeah, it's in half cover.
Okay, so if I
If
were
you take
to
a step
move-
to the side, though, yeah, it would probably be fine.
Yeah, if I move maybe getting over here somewhere,
Yeah,
like
that's perfectly
here.
fine.
I could shoot that. Right, okay, I'm just gonna get the bow out and just take a pop at the big guy, because why the
Go
fuck
ahead.
not? I just guess I just click short bow and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let me see.
Fucking phone is ringing. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, it's fucking Virgin again. Fuck off.
Is Virgin Media annoying you?
They've for the past 3 days they've called me 4 times. Fuck off.
Oof. Let's
I don't know
see.
why suddenly.
That hits, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So you see the arrow go and just boing into the frog's side. The
Alright,
frog is not very happy about this, by the way.
good.
Very unhappy frog.
Well, arrows work. That's my comment to that.
Nice shot.
Arrows do seem to work. How much damage was that?
7.
Okay. All right. It's which fucker? This fucker's turn.
Oh nice, furthest away. Good.
Now you say, haha, nice.
Yeah, I'm already
It's-
worried about long range attacks since you were measuring. I'm already worried.
One inform me they're just frogs.
I'm still scared. They can jump.
They might have long tongues.
Like,
He's dashing
Yeah.
towards you, and that's
Oh,
all you
fucking-
can
oh no.
do. With an aggressive croak, he just books it towards you.
Ah, the challenger appears.
Challenger appears. Go on, Phomix. I should look at the range of these fuckers before I set them in here.
Fine. It's natural. It's natural positioning.
Natural frog.
Phomix?
Yeah,
Like-
gonna be touching myself.
Oh,
Excuse me.
well, we didn't need to know that.
Alright, so you cast mage armor on yourself.
Touches himself.
That is a action, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna move at all?
And yeah.
Go ahead. Be aware that past the road is difficult terrain and you can only move at half speed, unless you're a frog, apparently, because frogs fucking suck.
And there's so many, not that I can even see them all.
He's in the trees.
They're in the trees.
He speaks for
You're-
the trees.
You're very aggressive croaking at this point, by the way. You ever been like next to a pond when fucking frogs are?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the sound you're hearing at this point.
Yeah, take a few steps out the bushes.
I should play some sound effects.
Hmm?
Some frog sound effects.
And then I'm done.
All right. Yeah, and then it's Elden's turn.
Okay. Let's see. I step forward
Yep.
and target the closest frog.
Yep, it would be
And
that one
try
in the
to
road.
cast animal friendship on it.
Click the skill. Must see and hear you. It's 4 or higher, the spell. Alright. Okay, you need to do a wisdom saving throw for how much? What's your spell modifier?
How do I check my spell modifier? Sorry, I don't know all this stuff.
I think yours would be charisma because you're a bard,
Charisma,
aren't
yeah.
you? Yeah.
So I click charisma, do I?
No, it's
No.
fine. It's fine. He missed. He rolled a 9. He didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
Frank, the frog just blinks slowly at you before seemingly calming down.
Yeah, I guess I am myself.
The hell did you do to the frog?
He just seems to be happily bouncing up and down now. Cenarius, it's your turn.
Okay. Which frog did Bilbosh do? Was the bottom one?
I don't know. Which
Closest.
one did he do?
Closest.
So, and I'm guessing the stuff where these logs are, is that raised terrain?
Yeah, up top is raised terrain indeed.
Okay. So I think I will move to here.
Is there an icon for charmed?
Move to here. And
Yeah.
I will cast. I might move one square. Yep. Be close enough. And I will cast Ray of Thrust on the big.
Go ahead. That hits. That is 3 points of cold damage.
It shivers slightly.
It is slightly cold.
And its speed was reduced by 10 feet.
By 10 feet?
Yep.
It's a frog. 3 damage, that is... Okay, good. It does not look super great anymore, the frog. Seen better days. The giant one, at least. However, the other ones do not seem to appreciate this very much.
They mad. Those frogs are mad. Except the little one at the bottom, he seems fine. Oh god.
Ooh.
He leaps from the sky, so dramatic.
Well, they can jump. That's the good thing about them.
It's dramatic, he jumps from the sky.
This one's gonna go over here. And then it's bad luck time, because guess whose turn it is?
Frog. Big frog.
He can... That would be 60... Let's say 30... 20. Reduced by 10 feet, right? So 50 feet only.
Jesus Christ.
He did dash over, so he cannot do an action this turn.
He's looking at you, man. He's looking at you real bad.
I cower behind.
You ain't carrying behind me where the sun is behind. Fuck off.
There's so
This
many
one's
of
going
them.
to hop down and come straight for you.
Oh.
I'm dead.
And then it's Luca's turn.
Well, nice knowing y'all.
I'm back in line, bitch.
Cowardly lion's
Yeah.
fucking here.
Alright, now that his brain switched on and realized, oh wait, things are actually happening, he's gonna charge up. Would he be able to push his way through Bella and Eldon, or no?
I'd say maybe if you try to jump over them, but it'd cost you half movement at that point, though.
I mean, I
he
can
could
still do
step
that and be
over
fine
it.
with my movement.
Yeah, then yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I'm
Step
gonna
over
come
them.
running past swing my greatsword down onto this frog right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll be super cool and kill it in one swing and then stand there and just like evil eye that other guy. But we will fucking find out. Where the fuck is my greatsword? There it is.
So your axe comes down upon the frog, and it is essentially just a smear on the floor at the end of that.
God, fucking ended that man's whole career. Jesus.
Yes.
Congratulations! You've
Please
killed a
tell me there
frog.
wasn't any splashback.
Oh,
Please.
please tell me there was.
Please.
There was not.
Can I roll a strength check to see how hard I hit it, to see whether it did a good splash?
It's a frog, honey.
Oh, okay.
I sighed to Luca. Thanks.
I would say you're welcome. However, I'm going to roar instead and rage.
You can do that as a bonus action, so go ahead.
Yeah. But I roar directly at the big frog, evil eye it, and squint.
You can evil eye it as much as you want.
Free action, evil eye.
You're all beefed up a bit from normal frogs, by the way, just so you know. It's this other frog's
It's okay,
turn.
we've killed one. We've basically won.
If you could hear the mental scream of anguish as you killing his friend, you would, as this frog charges into battle as well.
Battle frogs.
Battle frogs! Go on, Bella.
Alright. Let's see, what have I got? What have I got? Well, since Luca's taken over melee range, I'm definitely gonna pop myself back out of melee range if I can.
Good thing that you can, because the one next to you would have gotten attack of opportunity otherwise, but now that he's dead,
Yeah.
you did not get that!
So I can go like I got 30 speed, so I can just pop myself back in this corner at least.
Go
I
ahead,
guess.
yeah.
That sounds like a good choice over here. Yep, and shoot again with my bow at the big frog.
Mm-hmm.
I'll shoot that big frog.
ahead.
And line it up.
That hits!
Holy
Actually,
shit!
no, wait, it doesn't!
No,
No!
I was looking at the normal frogs! Haha, it doesn't hit!
god damn it! Slippery bastard.
Yep. Alright, then it is this frog's turn, who's just like. Frog's having a great
Doing a
time.
ring dance.
Frog's having a
Frog.
great
Ding,
time.
ding, 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 ding,
Frog
ding.
doesn't understand.
However, at the end of his turn, he can do a wisdom saving throw. Oh, okay. How much is? I do need to know your what is it modifier this time?
What, my charisma?
Your spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, what's the plus you get to it?
+3 charisma. I have.
So it's 8 plus your modifier, isn't it?
I'll
I
go
think?
check. I'll go check.
Well, I've got 17 charisma +3. I don't have that.
What's his spellcasting modifier? His save DC is 13.
Okay.
How are you seeing this?
It's
If you-
next to
on
it,
your
save
character
DC
sheet,
here.
If you go on spells, it'll say save DC.
Oh.
That's a 13. And he rolled a 17. So after all of that, you see the frog blinks, and then turns evil eyes onto you. Frog's back in the game, bitch. Go on, Fumnix.
Kill them all.
But man, is it any disadvantage to shoot from the forest, or?
Nope. Not really. I'll say that you're not that deep in that you can probably shoot around the tree.
Then he's gonna use the Ray of Frost on the big
Go ahead.
one again.
Does not hit.
Damn, now he's mad. He's just reflecting everything.
You've pissed off the frog.
He's puffed up and is bouncing off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like swelled out his throat and it's like
Jesus
made of
Christ.
steel.
And then
Alden, it's your turn.
Good luck.
I
Good
mean,
luck.
Is there any point in speaking to him?
I don't know. Is
Give
there?
it a shot.
We've already killed one of them.
Gonna say his friend's kind of mushed on the floor.
Yeah.
He did kind of mush his friend.
Yeah.
Just envision this little dude with a little bit of blood trickling down his cheek. Do you want to be my friend?
Okay, I have because I'm a bard, right? So does that mean I can use my? I'm not sure how the musical weapons actually work.
The musical, it's not really a weapon. You
Play them.
musical instrument.
Yeah, you just play it. It's not a weapon at all.
And play it, and it does some kind of spell or something. Or what?
You
No.
can give bardic inspiration to someone.
Yeah,
if you
like
have
you
it
can-
already.
Buff us, basically. That's what you were.
Okay. Let me see. Mage hand. I guess I'm gonna try and. I guess I'll try and go in and stab with my dagger.
Go ahead.
Where am I? I don't know. I want to go for the for this one, the little one.
Yeah. So you step over the little corpse.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and shank.
Do I just click on the weapon?
Click on the weapon. Yeah, not the
Oh, wait,
throwing
I have
dagger. The
thrown
other
as
dagger.
well. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
not the throwing dagger. The other dagger. If you throw it, you can lose your dagger. So. Oh! It's a natural 20.
Woo!
So yeah, this frog is also mush on the floor. You've killed a frog.
Yay!
Kill it to death.
I'm proud of you for killing all these frogs.
Gasp a bard without vicious mockery.
Yes, you have murdered another frog. Go on, Scenarius, do me proud.
So, I will.
Run.
Yeah. Wait, wait. You can see that?
Yeah.
Oh.
You won't run.
So I will cast Ray of Frost again on the big frog.
How many of you guys have Ray of Frost? What the fuck?
I don't.
Go ahead. That hits.
Smell?
Yep. And then I will, after it hits, I will
It does seem
move,
pretty hurt at
What
this
graphic
point.
says.
I'll move over here.
Fuck
Like,
you,
nope,
go,
yeah,
boy.
I'm outta
can't.
here.
Get your ass
You
back
mean
in.
because of brightness? Because of the
I'm
brightness.
keeping my range.
It is the frog turn.
Yeah.
This frog's dead. This frog's still alive.
Yeah, then turn some of the settings down. Shadows and that. You got yours on the high settings, I think. Mine don't look like that.
Froggy Vengeance coming in now.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Actually, hold on. He's going to 10, 20, 30. He's gonna dash. And then it's my favorite's turn.
Frog. The Frog King.
He looks down at you. And
Oh my god, imagine if he ate him. Holy shit.
about that, he's going
frog's
to
like
try. Going to try and bite
Mm.
you, Bilbosh,
Okay.
which is a weapon attack. That is a 13. Does that hit?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Sure. What's your
What's your armor class?
I think I'm
The
11.
shield icon
Oh,
beneath your name.
12.
Then it hits. Yeah, okay.
Oh
But
my
I also
God.
have nimbleness, don't I? And lucky. No.
Yeah, but that's lucky's not for this. Lucky's for
Okay.
you to re-roll something. So that is that first and foremost, which is a D6. You only take 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
However, the frog makes one bite attack against a small or smaller target. It is grappling. If the attack hits, the target is swallowed.
Oh god.
Goodbye, friend.
Bilbosh, you're now being swallowed by a frog.
Is there any chance I might be able to use my reaction to try and stop that or pull him back from the frog?
Your turn is next anyway, so you can then react to that. I don't think you have a reaction to stop this.
So I'm like in the lips of the
Okay.
frog, just kicking away.
The frog just grabs you and, gobble, gobble. It has cover against attack and other effects outside the frog, and it takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of the frog's turns. So you're good now.
Okay.
Alright. The other frog, however, is already dead, so it is Luca's turn.
Okay, well, I'm now going to ignore the small fry.
Your little friend is being swallowed by a frog.
I'm going to try and slice just down underneath its mouth, its like stupid little throaty bit. Try and cut that open.
Go ahead
to
and
try
try.
and save my little man. Swing.
That hits.
Yeah. That is. Wait, what's my rage damage? +2, so that's 11 damage.
Oh, it looks really, really fucked up. Hold on.
And yeah, that is all I can really do. It seems pointless for me to double rage at this point.
Yeah.
You're still raging, aren't you?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, how do you fight a grapple? That's a dex, isn't it? Or strength save?
It depends. I think it'd probably be a strength save for the most part.
Yeah. Okay. Bilbosh, you can do a strength save.
Oh Jesus. Strength, you say?
Strength saving throw, by the way.
Oh, why'd I do that?
Well, it's either that or contested strength rolls.
No, it has a DC for it, so he just has to do a
Oh,
strength
right,
saving
okay,
throw.
yeah.
Okay, where's the saving throw? For God's sake.
Yeah,
The
next
left
to-
side,
Yeah. You
second
got,
row down.
You got saving throws.
You got boxes as saving throws. It's got like strength, dex, constitution in. It's beneath
Yeah.
proficiency bonus.
Apparently it's
Oh, yeah,
strength,
yeah.
athletics, or dexterity acrobatics.
Yeah, we'll make him do strength on because it's a big frog. And yeah, you see Eldon struggle right as the frog gets hit, and the frog seems to struggle keeping a hold of him and spits him back out.
Ugh.
Is he covered in slime?
Yeah.
He is absolutely covered in
Fuck
slime.
yes.
I like wrap my arm around him
did
and
you
hold him
mark
to the
that?
side almost like a child.
Did you mark the damage you took? The 3 damage?
Oh, how do I?
Just take it off from your health.
Oh, what's...
Yeah, do you see your little health symbol?
Oh, Jesus.
Changed it.
Yeah.
3 was it?
3 health missing, yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
You don't have that much health, do you?
No, I do not. But luckily, I can heal myself. Not yet, but yeah.
How many spell slots do you have as a bard at level 1?
Mm-hmm. I got 4 up right now.
No, that's 4 spells.
Spell
Spells.
level 1?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
I
He
imagine
has
it'd be
2.
like 2.
He has 2.
Yeah.
He has 2 spell slots at level 1.
So I can only use 2 spells.
Two
Yeah.
level 1 spells.
Cantrips can be used freely.
Okay,
So you've already used
Animal Friendship.
Animal, which is a level 1 spell, I'm pretty sure.
And then I do Cure Wounds as well.
Nah.
Yeah, so that's gonna be all the
nah,
healing you can
da,
really do.
da, 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 da.
Leave me alone!
You ran in front.
Yeah, you did. He's going to try and bite you as well.
For fuck's sake, man.
Ah, that's only a 5. That doesn't even hit. He misses. Bella, it's your turn. The
I-
giant frog is now staggering on the floor.
Alright. I'll let's see, what should I do? You know what? I'm gonna try and just be clever about it because I'm so emboldened by this squished frog. I'm going over here.
Fuck
Go
you,
ahead.
Steel.
I'm going over here. I'm gonna try and shank this bitch with the rapier.
Go ahead.
Kill Steel.
Fuck off.
Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
That does hit. And it does,
Hey-ya!
and it does kill the frog.
Musketeer!
I can't believe this.
I flick the slime off my blade and I smirk at Luca. Fucking loser.
Da, 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 da.
Dicks.
Wait, there's a fucking frog orgy with me. What?
The slime is attracting them.
Okay, does a 17 hit? I think it does.
Well, I'm on
Yeah.
class 12, so yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you take 5 piercing damage.
Now I'm
This
dead.
man's gonna die.
Alden is not dead, he's unconscious.
I'm dead, guys.
You're not
Have
dead, you're
fun.
unconscious.
God.
Alden just got fucking got by a frog.
He got blamed to
So I
death.
just put my health on 0.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
when it's
now
your
he
turn,
gets
you
to
got
do
to do a
death
death
save.
saving throw! Yay!
This might be my shortest D&D adventure yet, guys.
You dying?
Alright, Fom, next it's your turn.
Aw.
Why did you run in front of the barbarian?
Just stabby.
Bard.
Fom, next, go ahead.
Yeah.
Essentially, you just saw a frog about the size of a dog jump for Eldon's jugular and shake him really violently.
Back up too.
He's running.
And I shoot Ray of Frost on the closest frog.
Go ahead.
Well, we both have Ray of Frost.
Jesus fucking cowards. Get back
I
here.
know, right? He put mage armor on and everything, and he still backs off.
I don't have mage armor on.
No. One makes sense.
That
One.
hits for 1 damage.
Frog is slightly cold.
It's this one, right?
I'm
The
doing more
frog is
damage than
slightly,
mages.
slightly chilly. Alden, give me a death saving throw.
Why do I do that?
You have your saving throws next to your HP. Click on that.
It's just next to your initiative, really.
Mhm.
Oh,
Pull it up
death
in the
save.
Death saves.
Yes. That's a fail.
Yeah. Oi.
So you can check one of the little fail blimps.
It's the bottom
okay.
row.
And then again?
No.
No. You wait.
You wait your goddamn turn.
Denarius, it's your turn.
Okay, I've got a question.
Mhm.
If I was to move and target the back frog in the line with Rare Frost, with the other 2...
No.
Okay,
You target one, then it hits that one.
okay.
It's not an AoE spell, honey. Sorry.
No, I was just wondering, because I didn't know.
I do fucking wish it either a thing, because I would love to cleave all these motherfuckers.
I want to point
right
out
now.
that these frogs were balanced for 6 people, and you guys are only 5.
Yeah. So I will...
I flex.
That one's reduced by 10 feet. Okay, I will...
Oh wow,
Do
yeah, there
another
was
ray of
one
frost.
frog for each of us to kill.
Yeah.
I'll do another
I did
Ray
one
of
kill.
Frost.
Well, me and you killed one each. The 2 mages are making them cold.
Yeah.
Look, Bambi killed one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bella stood on top of the big one going,
Wait.
go now, kill the bitch.
So
Kill it
the
to
only
death.
one that can attack Eldon is the one in the middle, right?
All of them can.
They're all can attack Eldon. That's the worst thing about it.
Everything around him right now can attack him and kill him. Me
Me
included.
God.
included. I hate that sentence.
You know, just as a
And I've got
hypothetical.
no AoE spells to attack.
Just attack one of them. There's still
Do
plenty
something.
of people. Do
Okay,
something.
I will then attack the front one with a Ray of Frost as well.
Go ahead. That does not hit.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Our mages,
Yeah.
guys.
And I will just watch.
Just watch. This is great.
Nice. Fucking useless.
Now, to be grateful to Luca, there's one frog closest to him is really pissed off at Luca. So
Yeah.
does a 15 hit?
Oh, that's my AC. It just
It
hits.
just hits. Look at you.
Nah.
Oh wow, max damage. All right. Say 6.
Bleh. No, I'm fine.
You're fine. I thought you were. You also are raging, aren't you? 6 piercing damage is half.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
The actual benefit to raging. So that is...
Yeah, it's half. It's 3 damage.
Yeah. Shit.
I remember you. I remember you.
Uh,
Luca, it's your time.
all right. With this as my bonus action, seeing my little man go down, even though I held into my side, I was just like, ah, shit, more things behind me. I'm going to spin around and daunting roar.
15 feet that can succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you. Save
That's
is 8
crap.
plus your proficiency plus your constitution. How much is it?
They have to be a DC 13 of a
13,
wisdom
okay.
save.
This one fails. That one also fails. And that one also fails. Congratulations!
Fuck off, frogs!
They're all terrified of you. However, they're not terrified
Yeah.
of someone else.
Yeah. Now that was my bonus action. Can I use my action at all to try and help Bilbo up?
If you want to try and stabilize him, you can do a medicine check. Yeah, no, he's not stabilized. I would have said 10 or above, I would have said, yeah, it's fine.
I feel I should have tried to attack, but fuck. Okay.
Now, to stay a bit in, RP character, you're that close to fucking him.
I'm leaning over him right now, trying to help him.
Luca!
Luca!
Delete my internet history!
Don't let them know that you're awake! Hands over his mouth, hands over his mouth.
This one's just gonna run a little bit, and it is Bella's turn.
Alright. Let me just check distance. Where's my ruler? Okay. Since I can move there.
You can, it's difficult to read. Half movement.
You'd still make
30
it.
feet.
Yeah,
You're
I'd
gonna
still make it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna. If it's difficult, it doesn't fucking matter how I describe this. Then I'm gonna jump off, use the corpse of the massive frog to jump over. Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour. I'm gonna try and rapier this frog in the face.
Go ahead.
Right.
That hits, and yeah. A frog is mush on your rapier.
I flick that one off as well.
Fumnix, go!
Real fast.
Real fast!
Do you mages not have any restoration skills at all?
No, they don't! You're
Mages
the only
don't do
one.
healy shit, bruh.
Don't have...
And mages don't do damage either.
Ray of Frost, on which one?
That one's working.
That one?
Yeah, the closest one.
Congratulations!
Hooray! It's a frozen
You killed a
frogsicle.
frog! Yeah,
It's a
frogsicle.
Frogsicle.
Eldon, that saving throw, go!
Hang on. I'm scared.
He's bleeding out on the floor. Hey, success! You can mark one success.
What does it? I have to get 3 successes to get up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, bloody hell.
Or a natural 20 to stabilize. Scenarios, go!
Make sure you mark that success.
I did.
So, I will cast Ray of Frost at it again.
Go ahead.
Actually, let's see if I'm in range. Yeah, I am.
Also, I think anyone on this map's in range for that spell.
That does not hit.
Damn it.
You just see like rays of frost coming, like frost all over the floor here, like only a few are hitting. And this frog's dead. Luca!
I'm
Okay,
already
you might
down trying to
finish
help him. I really want to come and kill that frog, but no, I'm going to try again to continue to attempt
Go
to
ahead.
stabilize this stupid man. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
You make
It
matters
really
worse.
At this point, you're like holding your hands over his jugular that's bleeding really rapidly. You're like, ah!
No, here's the thing though. He's just been gummed and licked by frogs. I don't know why he's so badly hurt.
We don't know either. He just is. Frogs actually have teeth.
There's no blood to stop. He's just laying on the ground.
Do frogs have teeth?
I don't think so.
Pretty sure they do.
No,
I
they don't.
think they don't.
I mean, he's just been blammed. Like, they fucking Yoshi attacked him.
Yeah.
Wait, most frogs have teeth.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I do not. Don't you dare send any fucking pictures of teethy
Yep.
frogs.
Frogs have teeth.
They have teeth.
I hate
Okay,
that.
moving on. He's fucking failed this helpfulness.
It's the frog's turn, and
Okay,
he's
so
afraid
he's
of
just
Luca.
got lots of little scratches, and I don't understand.
Come at me, frog bitch.
He's afraid of Luca, but not of you.
Yeah, come at me, bitch. I take you on.
Yeah, that's a natural one, that doesn't it?
I hop aside elegantly. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
The
it's
frog,
fine.
the frog really tries to bite you, but like catches like sight of Luca from the corner of his eyes and goes like. Go, Bella!
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna fucking stab him. Fuck you!
You do know they have like 5 HP, so.
I look him dead in the eye and like, fucking
How
stab
do you
him
want to
right.
do this?
I want to shove the rapier right between his fucking eyes.
Alright, so. Kinda angered at seeing their fellow small member of the family here being hurt, Bella reaches back with their rapier and shanks the remaining frog straight between the eyes.
I'm mostly just annoyed at Luca is incompetent, so I stabbed the frog out of rage.
Yeah, fair enough.
All the frogs are dead for me.
Yeah, Alantariel's the only one who can heal as well.
Yep.
I
And with this,
flick the
combat
frog's
is over.
yeah, I flick the frog's corp off my rapier and turn around. What the hell are you doing?
I don't understand how we so hurt that frogs. Why is he bleeding?
Well, did you make it worse with your claws?
No, I didn't. I slapped him across the face. Wake up, wake up, wake
Oh
up.
my god, do not slap him.
I'll move over.
You gonna slap him? You gonna slap him?
Oh, I really want to.
Can I start like kicking the frog corpses away or chucking them or something? Get them out the fucking way.
Yes, who's
Help.
going to try and stabilize?
Yeah, we're still in combat because he's not stabilized or...
No, we're not in combat anymore.
Luca, do you have better medicine than me?
Who has the better medicine check?
I don't have any bonus
Mine's
for
only
it.
a +1.
But my wisdom is my wisdom's still 0, so it's not gonna help.
So I think yours is better. So I'm gonna assume you help him then, Luca.
Yeah, I'll help him.
All right, do me a medicine check with advantage.
I've got 3 fingers covering little holes where a little bit of blood's coming out of. I'm trying to help.
Nacrius, do a medicine check with advantage. You have the better medicine check.
Okay, I'm doing advantage. Okay, cool.
Lauren, you've forsaken me.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! If I
Neither
have
of
to do
us know why he's bleeding.
if I have to do everything myself, I swear to fucking Christ.
At this point, I'm going to say for RP reasons that you guys do manage to stabilize.
Just out of curiosity, I want to just do it anyway.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you would
even
stab him and made it even worse.
Yeah.
Wait, I've still got more saving throws, haven't I?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
that
going
roll
to
makes
say that
sense.
because we are out of combat, you guys worked hard to stabilize him.
So I
That
don't
roll
need
makes sense.
to.
I couldn't even fix my own ankle, so.
Y'all don't have healing potions or anything, so I'm not
Nah,
gonna make that
We
count
shook
on you
him
yet.
awake eventually.
Yeah. Eventually, you manage to cover the bleeding hole on the side of his throat.
Okay, the slime I understand, but what are all these scratches on my face?
I look at Luca. I point.
Hey, you were bloody when I pulled you out of the frog.
He's not awake yet. He just stabilized.
He's just stabilized. Yeah.
So now he needs to roll a d4 for how long
Yeah.
he's out, right?
Yeah, that's not really a thing in D5 in was it D&D E5.
Wake up! Wake up!
Oh my god. How much damage are you gonna do to him? Please do not! You're twice his size, you
I
fucking
think
moron.
you need to hit fairly hard to do damage.
So eventually, you do regain consciousness.
Your cheek's a
Sorry.
bit sore though.
Jesus Christ.
Seeing, both Luca and fuck the name of this person. A scenario standing over you, surrounded in frog bodies and covered in frog slime and bleeding a little bit still.
I think I'm gonna take a nap.
You just had a nap. Oh wait, no, sorry. What do you mean take a nap? You've only just fucking woken up.
You were out for half of the fight.
Luca, come closer.
I stick my head in right up against your face, which is probably, half the size of your body.
You
Yes.
suck as a doctor. Just pass out.
Fix yourself in future.
So yeah, this doesn't bode well for me.
God.
So yeah,
I kind of want to have some permanent mark on me just from this fight, if that makes sense.
that's
Like,
fine. You will have like a frog scar.
Yeah. We'll have like a fucking permanent love bite on the face.
You just have a scar like on the side of where your shoulder meets your neck, just like a
Yeah.
hole that a frog
Yeah.
made with his teeth. The one that you bleed out.
Oh, I really hate this image. Frogs don't have teeth. Stop
They
it.
have teeth.
They have teeth.
They do have teeth.
It's like the thing with penguins having and ducks having teeth and shit.
Yep, we're gonna call it there for today, though. Team,
Oh,
you guys
Yeah.
have successfully murdered a bunch of frogs.
I mean, I successfully murdered half of them.
I killed 1
Yeah, that's not half, is it?
and a half.
I helped with the big one.
so we need to take some
Here,
proof.
I'm gonna just. That's up to you. Here is a frog skull in general.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a break, guys. I'll be back streaming later. We're gonna try out some Pokemon for the first time. So.
Yep, and that's it for today for you
okay.
guys. Wait! Before you leave, in 2 weeks, 2 weeks again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys okay with the 20 seconds?
22nd.
Carolina.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching, guys.
For much
See you
longer
later.
than 20 seconds.